Hello and welcome back to the Chicago White Sox franchise. We've been doing this on the channel. We just finished year one last weekend and it went about as expected. It wasn't going about as expected at first though. Let's just go over a quick little recap. We finished the season 62-100 and we had a 500 or somewhere around 500 record right around the end of May when we finished our first episode. If you look here, we had a hell of a May, a decent enough April, and we won both games in March. So an undefeated March, small sample size, right? But we ended up going on to lose 100 games still. And, you know, I'm not surprised because opening day, we lost Luis Robert Jr. and he was out for the whole year, out for the entire year. We did manage to make a ton of trades. I am very surprised that we ended up trading Andrew Benintendi. We ended up getting rid of his contract. And I promise I didn't like swindle the CPU or anything like that. I said all year that if we got his OPS to 750 or above, that we trade him. And we ended up trading him to the Red Sox for starting pitcher Brian Mata. We ended up trading Mike Tauchman to the Blue Jays for Joey Loperfido. He was having a hell of a year. He was on an expiring contract. We had to get something for him. We also traded right fielder Austin Slater, who was having a decent year, for relief pitcher Mitch Spence and Jack Cushing from the Athletics. We got Brooks Lee and Austin Martin, two former top prospects from the Twins, for Mike Clevenger and Michael A. Taylor, who Michael A. Taylor was having a very, very good season with the bat. And, you know, he's got a good glove. So that was very good. We capitalized off of his good performance. We also traded Martin Perez, Jacob Gonzalez, and Corey Lee to the Orioles for shortstop Griff O'Farrell. The only way we could get him was to send over a prospect in Jacob Gonzalez as well. So we did take advantage of some good starts from players with expiring contracts. Minnesota, as you can see, they made the playoffs, so I don't know if Martin Perez or Corey Lee kind of helped them out, but let's take a look at who won awards. Brent Rooker won MVP. Second was Rafael Devers. I don't think that's going to happen just because, you know, Rafi Devers is horrible with the glove. I don't even know what was his WAR, 6.3. That's a fine season. Same thing with Brent Rooker. I mean, he's DH. I don't know if we're ever going to see a DH win MVP unless you're Shohei Ohtani, who goes 50-50. And he won MVP as well. Did he pitch? He did pitch to the tune of a 2.79 ERA. Did he also win Cy Young? He did also win the Cy Young. Finishing second was Ranger Suarez. I don't know about that. Maybe he should have won with that 2.17 ERA. Clark Schmidt winning it in the AL. Wow. And Tarek Skubal with some low strikeout numbers, 154 strikeouts. I don't know about that. That is pretty wild. And it improved. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Let's see who won. Batting title was Jock Peterson. Doesn't look like it's actually going to happen though this year. He's hitting about .050, which is crazy. Who won it in the National League? Bryce Harper. That's not really a surprise to me. The only surprise is that he only hit 22 home runs. Chris Martin, 60 saves in the AL. Raisel Iglesias with 52 saves for the Cubs now. That is really, really interesting. Rookie of the year with Jackson Jobe and Bryce Eldridge in the National League. That is pretty wild. Jock Peterson, Hank Aaron Award. Juan Soto, Hank Aaron Award. I'm not surprised. Gold Gloves. Alejandro Kirk. That's pretty crazy. Jonathan India for the Guardians. Michael Garcia. Bobby Witt Jr., Riley Green, Jacob Young for the Royals. Okay. I was unfamiliar with your game. And Hunter Renfroe with the Royals. I don't think that's not accurate. Kyle Tucker, got Brenton Doyle, Brendan Donovan. Interesting. He's kind of a low-key goon in franchise. Lindor, Nolan Arenado, Hai-Sung Kim. That's pretty solid. Surprised and happy for Hai-Sung Kim. Josh Naylor winning it in the National League. That is, you know, that's not terrible. And that's pretty much it. Now, when it comes to our lineup, our big guy, Colson Montgomery, probably the best player on the team right now. As far as overall, we traded everyone who could do pretty much anything in franchise. So, or in our franchise. So I don't know. He kind of had a disappointing year as far as WAR goes, but I mean, still 16 home runs, 232 average, and OBP under 300. He improved with his attributes, which is good. His WAR was negative, so I don't know if we start him in the majors next year. We're heading into the offseason. My plan is to maybe get one guy we can build around, maybe one long-term guy we can build around, and then a bunch of other like 1 or 2 year deals, maybe with like player options or club options, and then we trade them and get some pieces back, because we are still not going to be in a place where we can be competitive. But we do have a pretty decent farm system with guys on the way. Noah Schultz, I believe if we don't get a starting pitcher, he's probably going to be our opening day starter, and I would be more than okay with that. He had a really, really good development season. We have Hagen Smith as well. Really good development season as well. You see those +6s and +7 to hits and walks per 9 respectively, and I think that is a solid upgrade. Braden Montgomery, you know, he didn't improve as much as I would have liked to. I would have liked to see the power against lefties go up, but from where he started off progressing to this is pretty solid. He was negative in the hitting categories for most of the season, so I'm really happy he turned it around. Edgar Cuero might be our starting catcher, and I think I'm willing to rock with that because he improved quite a bit. He didn't get above AA last year, but I am super down with seeing what he's got. He's going to be kind of around the same level where Colson Montgomery started last year, maybe a bit above. We actually have some catching prospect depth too, because we also have Kyle Teal, who did not really improve as much as I would have liked to. Came over in the Garrett Crochet trade. He was actually starting in AAA. We moved him down to AA, and that's when he kind of got a little bit of a resurgence. But he's 23 years old, 71 overall. Not too great with the bat, but he does play outfield, so that might be something for us. We might have to put him in the outfield if he doesn't really develop with the bat, or if we don't get another outfield help, I should say, and I accidentally exited out of that. But where is that it? Kyle Teal, yep. I think that is it as far as the top 100 goes. Grant Taylor, he improved quite a bit. He could be kind of ready for the rotation, although I would like his per 9s to be a little bit higher. Griff O'Farrell, the dude we got from, I believe, the Orioles, he's kind of a long-term project. He's not going to be ready for quite some time. Defensive first shortstop, which is never a bad thing. And then the rest, Chase Madroth could be a decent player. He's a defensive primary second baseman. He could play all over the infield except for first base. He might turn into a decent type player, B potential. And that's pretty much it as far as that goes. Let's just go ahead and get to the offseason. That's kind of the recap. Our pitching rotation is pretty rough. I wouldn't mind having Drew Thorpe and Jairo Iriarte in there on the back end. I wouldn't mind picking up some starting pitching for next season. I'm not sure if we want to get like a crazy good starter, or maybe I think the guy we build around, or the player we go try to acquire to build around in the offseason, is going to be a position player. I think we have enough. We have some starting pitchers coming up that I don't necessarily feel the need to go out and acquire a big time free agent. I think Noah Schultz, Thorpe, Hagen Smith, and Jairo Iriarte, even though he was awful in the majors, he started to do a little bit better in his most recent appearances. I think those guys can develop. We're probably going to be able to draft some starters, but it just depends on who's out there on the free agent market. Let's just go ahead and go to the offseason. Let's see who the Diamondbacks defeat the Yankees. That's interesting. You know, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for that happening. I wouldn't hate it. I would not hate it whatsoever. We're not going to really have any exclusive free agents. Charlie Morton retires. I'm not surprised. Look at that drop off of stats. He did not have an amazing year, but for 42 years old, I'd say that's a good year. I'd absolutely say that's a good year. A 4.44 ERA. He didn't start any games. Liam Hendricks retiring. That is kind of interesting. I also didn't realize he was 37 years old. Adam Ottavino, Carlos Carrasco, Max Scherzer, Hall of Famer. Anyone else of note? Jesse Chavez. I don't know if I believe this. I know he's 42 years old, but he's going to find a way back onto the Braves. If I have anything to say about it, I think that's probably going to happen. If not pitching out of the bullpen in some sort of front office role, probably. Max Scherzer getting into the Hall of Fame, as he should. We only have Brandon Drury and Omar Narvaez for our exclusive free agents, and I don't think I'm going to bring anyone back. It's just going to be too much. Well, maybe I stand corrected. I wouldn't mind Drury off the bench, you know, just to be on our 40-man, 33 years old, got a little bit of experience, a little bit of depth, sort of, because I know we're going to have some injuries, and maybe Omar Narvaez can be our backup catcher. We'll see what he wants. He only wants, you know, like the bare minimum. So I'm not... I don't hate that. That is okay for me. That's okay with me. Let's find a first base coach. I kind of want someone young. Junior Moreno's. I don't know why I had the S there, but he's down on the list. I think he's a safe bet. I'm just going to do 15 years because I don't want to mess with this anymore. Go for young guys with A plus or A attributes or whatever you want to call it. And he accepted. Perfect. That is excellent. And we did get Brandon Drury. Did Omar Narvaez sign? If not, no big deal. That is perfectly okay with me. Also, that's what I wanted to talk about before when I talked about starting pitchers. We have some starting pitchers that we drafted. Rolando Baroa, B potential. I think he's going to be more of a trade chip. He's a long way away, and I really don't like his per 9 build. The walks in his per 9 are pretty low compared to the K per 9. Pablo Sandoval. I don't know if he has any relation to Kung Fu Panda, but I really like this guy's build. Good stamina, 45 hits per 9, 48 walks per 9. A potential, 57 overall. He's going to be some guy we look towards in the future. Cal Diaz, I think, was our first round. Yes, he was our first round in 2025. I totally forgot about the drafted on the card, if you can see above the bats and throws. I dig that. I really am happy they added that, because sometimes you just don't remember or you forget. 64 stamina is going to be a bit of an issue. Let me know in the comments if you want me to raise it manually at all. I wouldn't raise it past like 70, because I just think it's so silly, so stupid how we still have some of those builds, those automatic generated builds in the draft that where starting pitchers don't have good stamina, or, you know, I still hate that we get A potential guys who are 22 years old with a 42 overall. I just think it's kind of silly. It's kind of stupid. Don't really enjoy it. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me change it just a bit. We also, Eldon Weiss is a right fielder. See, this is kind of what I'm talking about. 23 years old, 49 overall. We drafted him in the 6th round. Granted, he's the last round of the draft, but still a B potential with 49 overall, 23 years old. When is he going to play? Probably by the time he's 30 or 31. And then you get like 2 years of peak. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. But anyway, we're just going to go through the 40-man. I don't really feel like it's necessary. I don't need to put Chase Maydroth on the 40-man. I don't think anyone would take him, but maybe I should just clear some 40-man spaces anyway, because I think we could probably get a pick or two from that draft that can help us out right now. So maybe some of these relievers who I don't really see a future with, like Jordan Leacher, he's 54 overall. I am okay with removing him. We have to release a couple players anyway. We are over the amount of roster spaces. If you can see below my you know, perfectly average looking face, that it's 95. We have too many. It needs to be down to 93, I think. So a couple of these starter or relievers. Let's see, what's our reliever depth looking like? I'd say below Steven Wilson or Justin Anderson, we can probably get rid of some people, especially the D potential people. I don't mind releasing who is this? Anthony. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Someone I don't want to be clipped. Gil Luna Jr. Is he on the 40-man? Let's find some people on the 40-man. Shane Smith, he had C potential. You know, he didn't have a bad year, so we're gonna keep him. Man, there's a lot of guys that I would like to release that I need to be on the 40 man. Let's see. Sean Burke, no. No, okay. Forgive me, this is taking a long time. I know it is. I know this takes me quite a bit of time. Let's see here. We'll just remove people from the 40 man, and if someone takes him, that's okay. Frazier Ellard, we're gonna remove him from the 40 man, and then we can release other dudes. We'll take one more guy off the 40 man, and I think is it gonna be Gus? Is it gonna be Tyler Gilbert? He didn't do so hot. I'm okay with removing him, and then we can just release a couple really low potentials like Michael Turner, or we have a lot of starting pitchers. I'm okay with releasing a couple of just deep potential starting pitchers that are not going to really make it, you know, if that makes sense. Juan Corella, I'm okay with releasing you as well. And I think that's good for now. We'll put Chase on the 40 man, and if we're probably going to have to actually make a whole bunch of room, to be honest, if we're going to sign a bunch of players. We have a lot of money. I don't know if I really want to spend all that money, just because it's probably going to be super unrealistic that we do. Let me just go ahead and, oh man, there's a lot of people on this 40 man. Austin Martin, Ryan Burroughs, I'm going to remove him from the 40 man. I would not be surprised if a lot of these guys get claimed. Dan Altavilla, he actually had a fantastic year. I wouldn't mind keeping him in the bullpen. Cam Boozer, I mean, all these C potential dudes did not do terribly in the bullpen. I'm honestly going to remove Karinchak from the 40 man for sure. Okay, let's just go through arbitration. I think we're going to offer everyone arbitration. Yeah, I think everyone's going to get arbitration. I don't know if there's anyone that I really want to sign like long term out of this. Matt Tice, not a great year. Or maybe we should go through the free agent market to see if they if there's anyone that I want to sign and maybe don't offer these guys arbitration. But I think we can find a spot for all these guys except for Karinchak, who I just put on waivers. I'm going to decrease the offer for Josh Rojas. No, I'm not going to offer Andrew Vaughn that. I'm going to lower this for Andrew Vaughn. And maybe he turns into a little something that we've been hoping for, but I am not holding out. Bryce Wilson had a fantastic year. I still don't know if I want to offer him arbitration. My God, he wants a lot of money. So arbitration it is, sir. I'm going to offer you actually 3.5 because you absolutely deserved it. Absolutely deserved it. But anyway, I'm not going to offer anyone a contract unless Penn Murphy I wouldn't mind offering Penn Murphy just like 3 years. Actually, you know what? No, let's just see what it is. Let's see him play it out next season. Who knows? He may not even be in our bullpen at the end of next year. And what's the point of me offering him a 3-year deal when that's potentially a potential situation that could happen? Now, I would honestly already consider locking up Noah Schultz, but we can't do that because he hasn't even pitched an inning in Major League Baseball yet. So I have to just renew it, which is fine. Drew Thorpe, maybe I offer him a contract. You know, he did have a great improvement from his rookie year to this year, and his FIP's 430. B potential, he improved quite a bit. How much would he want? I did not mean to. Okay, perfect. I almost didn't do that. Maybe I buy out 1 year of his free agency? This is going to be cheap. The one thing I really dislike about, actually, no. We're just going to offer him. I don't know. I'm going to come back to that. We'll take care of everything else first. Like Davis Martin will renew his contract for sure. All these guys are going to get renewed contracts. I'm going to renew Colson Montgomery's contract because I don't know if I want to start him out in the majors or not this coming year. Hagen Smith, of course, is going to get renewed. Edgar Cuero, same thing. Probably our starting catcher, Braden Montgomery, renewed. I know this is the most boring part of franchise, and I'm very, very sorry that you're going to have to endure this with me, but it builds character. Jairo Iriarte, how much service time does he have? I don't really care to lock him up long term. I don't really care to lock up anyone here long term. I know I said that a million times, but I hate dead air, so I just don't shut up sometimes. So just tell me to shut up. I also don't even know if let me see if this I'm paranoid about audio, so I'm going to check it real quick. So give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds and I will let's see here. Just don't shut up sometimes. It is working. Perfect. Sorry. Thank you for bearing with me right there. I am always paranoid about audio. I want to make sure everything is working because, my God, technical difficulties are some of the worst things ever. And also, if there's some deep potential dudes who want way more, like this 800K, that's not going to happen. Snelton, Adams, 60K, that's fine. We do need to fill out our rosters, so I'm okay with that. Shane Smith, you know, I'm okay with that because he pitched extremely well last year. Chase Plymel, I can't see his name anymore because we just re-signed him. But this dude as well. Dalton Roach, okay. Jesse Schultens, okay. Anthony, okay. I'm not going to pronounce his last name because I physically can't. Brandon Eisert, he's got deep potential. Let's go release Snelton and Eisert because they want way too much money. Snelton, goodbye. Sorry, it's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. Eisert, same thing. I'm not going to repeat the rhyme. It's a great rhyme, but I would like to maybe repeat it in the future and not get sick of it. Casey Sauk, maybe? Don't know his last name. Ryan Jelani. That's fine. Anyone who is not requesting like 800K when they're deep potential, they're going to get re-signed just because we need to fill out the roster. Jared Schuster. We're just going to renew everyone who's also C potential. I'm okay with that for now, especially because we just need roster fillers. We're not going to be competitive. It's just, it is where it is. Hackenberg. Perfect. Wes Kath. Excellent. I'm just going to go from top down now, actually. Do I want to sign... Drew Thorpe is the only guy I would consider locking up for a little bit of time, like five years or something. That's the only way. That's the only guy I would consider doing it. But I'm just not sure yet. We're going to look and see. We're going to look at the free agent market, and we're going to kind of see what's out there. And then maybe if we do, and he doesn't really work out, he doesn't progress the way we think he is, then maybe we trade him away, and that could be a decent little trade piece, especially because he's on a contract. He's going to be making, he will be on a team friendly contract, because why would we sign him long term right now if it's not going to be team friendly? Because that would be a hell of a risk on our end, if that makes sense. Wickelman, I will sign you purely for your name because it's amazing. I wish my name was Wickelman. Maybe I should change my name. Who knows? Miguel Vargas, man. Let's actually check him out. He actually did improve quite a bit. Well, maybe not as much as I would have liked, but maybe he can turn into a decent little bench player for us at some point. Maybe we put him on the 40-man anyway, and just maybe he develops in the majors on the bench. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the correct thing to do right now. All right, Austin Martin. He may be up in the bigs. He improved a decent amount, so I'm kind of happy about that, if we're being real. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I just signed someone for 800K who was a D potential, and I did not mean to. But we're still going to have a really, really decent budget, so we're going to see what we can do with it. I'm kind of excited. Kind of excited. Not going to lie. We have a lot of things we can do. I don't know what we should do as of right now because I haven't seen the free agent market, but I already know who I want as far as our building block, our main building block. I know who I want. And we'll see what happens. I mean, in real life, maybe we actually, I don't think we can, because if I want to keep this realistic or semi-realistic, we can't go after the guy who I want. But anyway, but also I wouldn't be able to go after anyone. Or would I? Actually, that does not make sense. I'm an idiot. Forget I said anything. I'm just happy no one is here watching me for having to endure that. And I will hopefully edit this out of my video. But if I don't, I appreciate you watching. I do these videos live on YouTube stream. So if you ever want to drop in and watch these, it's usually every Sunday. I'm hoping to get a little bit better flow, and I will schedule these a little bit better, hopefully. And that'll give you the opportunity to check them out if you're interested, of course. And if you do like these, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I'd really, really appreciate that. We're going to try to enjoy grow the channel. Let's see. Did I get everyone here? And I think I'm actually going to start an Angels franchise series. I don't think I'm going to stream it. I think I'm going to actually try to make it legit, try to edit it the best I can, and we'll see what happens. So just let me know what y'all want to see. But anyway, free agency board. Who do we want? The guy I was talking about is Vlad Guerrero Jr., but I don't think that's realistic because he already signed an extension with the Blue Jays, so I don't think we're going to do that. So is there a guy that we should go after to play long term for us? And I would like it to be Kyle Tucker. If we go after one person to sign long-term building block to build around for this franchise, maybe it should be Kyle Tucker because he's below 30. He just had a fantastic year, and he's probably not going to decline for a little bit. He put up a hell of a year last year, 930 OPS, 7 WAR season. Pair him with Lubob out there, and that's another thing. Do we think about extending Lubob if he ends up performing well? I think we got to have a conversation about that. As far as starting pitchers go, I don't think we're going to look at anyone really. These are the recommended free agents. I don't know about Dylan Cease. I don't know about anyone who's over 30, to be honest, unless it depends on kind of what kind of deal they want. Michael King, because we're just not in a place where we're going to be competitive. So everyone we sign right now, bar Kyle Tucker, if we get him, we're absolutely going to check in. I don't know if he's interested. We're going to see. We're going to see if he's interested. If he's interested, well, might as well. Mike Yastrzemski, that might not be a bad option, to be honest. I know he didn't have a great year last year, but it maybe doesn't make sense if we are going to sign Kyle Tucker. Maybe we leave him out a little bit. We don't need a center fielder because Lubob, although do we see more than 2 at-bats from him this year? That would be double the playing time he had last year. So I don't know. Kyle Schwarber could be a really, really good DH bat. I would love that. I think we put him as number 2. He would be a guy that I would want to sign to a 2-3 year deal with a player option or a club option, and then we trade him. He wants 2 years, 13 mil. We're absolutely going to consider that. Absolutely going to consider that. Is there any starting pitcher that I think we could get and then trade away? John Means, fantastic year. 32 years old, 76 overall. He still has a lot of room to grow. Even though he's 32, I don't know if he will. Zach Little, how do you pronounce it? I don't know. Jordan Montgomery, Can we see him revitalize his career? I know he's not. He's going to be recovering from Tommy John, or maybe he has at this point if he got the brace. It's going to be around that time. Do we check in with him, see what he wants? He wants 1 year, 15 mil. Can we catch lightning in a bottle and then trade him away? I didn't realize it said the asking up top, where like right under their name. What does John Means want? 2 years, 16.9. All these guys who want Framber Valdez only wants 2 years. I'd consider that. Maybe we rock with not getting anyone in the starting rotation. Maybe go for a bunch of relievers who could be good. Strom wants 1 year, 8.9 mil. He had a great year last year. Leclerc doesn't want more than 1 year. I'd be down with that. Helsley wants 3 years, 15. Devin Williams, how is he not an A potential? That kind of blows my mind. Who is this guy? James Parks, C potential, 24 years old. What's he doing here? He must have got drafted. Oh, no one picked him up. That's interesting. Do we pick him up? Same thing with Socia. Pick them up and put them in the minors. I don't think that's a bad option. I really don't. Catcher, I don't. Do we get Gary Sanchez? Start him for a little bit. We did not put Edgar Cuero above AA last year. So maybe we go after a guy like, did Danny Jansen do anything good? He was kind of a backup catcher. Do we get Danny Jansen or Gary Sanchez? We rock with them as our starter for a little bit. See what Edgar Cuero does at AAA. Keep Kyle Teal at AA. And then depending on what's going on, player performances, maybe we trade Gary Sanchez or whoever we get away, call up Edgar Cuero, or just keep them as the backup for now. Well, we wouldn't keep him as a backup because it'd be a 1 year deal and we'd want to trade them, if that makes sense. Unless it's Danny Jansen. Let's check. Let's see what's up with him. Let's see what's up with him. Let's go. Let's go. Let's move along, shall we? Let's move along and see. Is it Tuesday? Yes, I would like to check in with free agents. Yes, I would. 37%. I'm very surprised that he would want, that he wants even that much, but his motivation boost is not very high. It would take a lot. Maybe I have to remove someone from the board. I mean, let's be real. No one's going to want to come here. We're even lucky that Kyle Schwarber has a 55% chance. We're even lucky. Do I go ahead and offer him a contract? Maybe get that boost, that 5% boost where we're the first team that offers him a contract. Maybe we do 2 years, 15 mil. I think that would absolutely be worth it, especially considering what type of year he had. And especially if we get like if we can get a good prospect for him or something. I think we do it. I'm sending it. I'm sending it. Full send. And obviously we cannot offer these guys contracts yet. So we got to go one more week. Got to go one more, unfortunately. And you know what? Before I do that, I am going to offer Drew Thorpe a long-term contract. I want to see what he would want for like 7 years. 9.7 mil. That's not terrible. That's really not terrible, especially considering if he builds on what he did last year, he could be a very, very solid rotation piece. And I really, really like that hits per 9. I think that's going to play for quite some time. And if he just gets better at that walks per 9, he's going to be a very, very good starting pitcher. Maybe we do 6. 6 years, that takes him till he's 31. I think that could be a good idea. 5 years doesn't even buy out his like arbitration. Oh, he wanted 8.5. He's still. We'll go 9.2. 6 years, 9.2. I'm okay with that. We still have plenty of money to deal with. And I have a feeling we're going to end up. I think that's going to be a win-win for us because either he doesn't perform that well and then he's not a hard contract to get off the books via trade, or he does pitch very well and then we just keep him and he's like a good middle of the rotation, maybe back end of the rotation starter. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Was it a W move or no? I think it was okay. Maybe not the smartest. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's now or never. 5% motivation decrease. Okay, this is bad. I mean, what can we do? What can we possibly do to get him to sign with us? Like 43 mil, 8 years. I'd rather do 7 years. I'd rather do shorter, higher AAV maybe. I don't think he's going to go for this. I'd be super surprised. I'd be really surprised if he went for this, but this is the best we can do. I'm not going to do 50 mil because that's just going to tank the whole rebuild. I'd be so surprised. So surprised if he signs with us. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. I'm not surprised. The Phillies. For 9 years, 45. Yeah, we didn't have a shot. He signed early, too. That is actually wild. 407 mil deal for 9 years. What do we think he gets in real life? I have a feeling he's going to get like 10 years. The way he's playing right now, 10 years, 500 mil. Schwarber, come on, man. He signed with the A's, 4 years, 12. Man, I thought he was going to be on the board for a little bit longer. I think it was smart of us to offer that contract, but maybe we should have gone up in years. The Orioles signed for Fromber. This is a disaster. This is a disaster so far. What do we have? What do we got? This is a disaster so far. Danny Jansen, 2 years, 6.2. The Fish want him. The Marlins. I think we need to give it one more week. I want that motivation up to 60. Or do we? This is tough, man. This is tough. This is tough. I haven't had like a legitimately edge of my seat off season in a long time. My God, forgive me. The words are not reaching the mouth. 2 years, 7.75. I can't go higher than this. I want to, but I think this is a solid offer. 67%. If this is the first offer, I mean, we obviously have money because we lost out on some guys we wanted. I think this is a good idea. I really do. What else do we want? Who's talking to Vlad? I mean, Vlad's not an option at this point, but so he better re-sign with Toronto, for being real. Who would I go with? Anyone asking for 1 year? Matt Strom, I think that's a good option out of the pen. I think we're going to try to do a lot of relievers this year. A lot of relievers, flip them for guys like Cole Reagans, like the Royals did a couple years ago. That's the best example I can come up with. He's going to be number 2 on our board. I mean, I wouldn't mind John Means. I really wouldn't. Does he start opening day over Noah Schultz? Maybe. I think it would be so electric to have Noah Schultz as our ace, though. I really do. Or at least start on opening day. Just John Means, we will contact you and see what's up. Actually, I should do positional needs. I'm such an idiot. We need everything. We need everything. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do all those 3 things. I keep forgetting about this. That's terrible. We literally need everything. So right-handed batter, left-handed batter. Let's go left. Oh, I can only do 2 things. So we're going to go ahead and do. There we go. Okay. I could have done that. I just screwed us. I'm a horrible GM. Hey, you live and you learn, though. Drew Thorpe still hasn't signed. We still have 30. We don't have that many guys who are eligible on the 40-man or who I think would be taken. Nick Maton and Kai Bush. Maybe we should select them because they're almost 70 overall and they could probably end up being a decent part of this team right now. So maybe I will add them. I mean, who's going to play shortstop? He's a bad fielder. He's a bad fielder. I just went through the 5 stages right there in those 5 seconds. But let's put them on the 40-man. If we sign some relievers, we're just going to take some guys off of the 40-man that play that position. Same thing if we sign anyone who is you know, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm surprised James Karinchak passed through waivers, if we're being real. Maybe I should trade him. Anything else right now? I'm just like terrified to advance. Terrified. 40-man roster set by tomorrow. I think we're good. 5 years, 160 for Michael King. That's actually kind of nuts. That is actually kind of nuts. Let's go, Danny. You know you want to. There we go. We got our catcher. We got our starting catcher for now. That gives Edgar Quero a little bit of time to get ready. Same thing with Kyle Teal. Maybe, I mean, I think Edgar Quero is going to win the job long term, but who knows? Maybe Kyle Teal can step it up and become a legitimate catcher, and we'll see what happens. John Means, 50% there. Does he? Matt Strom doesn't really want to. Should we just go ahead and try for John Means? I would do 2 for 20. Actually, let's not yet. Let's see what our I guess we could go for a guy like Max Kepler. That would not be a bad signing. He didn't play all that much last year. Let's go to our depth chart. Right now it has Kyle Teal as our left fielder. That's kind of nuts. Lennon Sosa as our second baseman. First base is Andrew Vaughn. Maybe Bobby Dahlbeck is going to be there. Look at all that red. This is bad. I feel like we have so much work to do, so little time. I do not want to see guys like Kyle Teal and Edgar Quero be the top dudes. Let's go. I mean, I do at one point, but right now is not the time. Willie Castro would probably be a great signing. I want him #1 priority. 100,000%. Let's go positional needs. I'm not going to do catcher anymore. We'll do shortstop because he is a shortstop. Team needs left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Although, pro tip too, if you're looking for a switch hitter, either one of these will work to get them to sign. Like Willie Castro, switch hitter, right-handed batter. He's gone. If I do lefty or righty, it works. So keep that in mind. Let's continue on. I hope no one is trying to offer Strom or... Ooh, let's look at this. Jared Jones for Nacho Alvarez Jr. and Cam Caminiti. If you want to see this real quick. That's kind of nuts. They're still doing bonehead trades. In MLB The Show 25. Like, they might be worse than ever. Jared Jones for Cam Caminiti, who is, well, he's A potential. And Nacho Alvarez Jr., who is also B potential. You know, maybe I don't hate this. Maybe I don't hate this as much as I thought I would. But Jared Jones, they might be buying low on him because he didn't really have a great year. So I'm not terribly upset about that. That's kind of nuts, though. That's not something I would have expected. Let's see. Willie Castro is 45% there. John Means, we're going to go ahead and offer him a contract. I wouldn't mind to do 2 years for 18 mil. This is I'm not. Ooh, that was the first competitive offer to him. So that is kind of nice. Come on, John Means. Come on, John Means. Come on, John Means. You want to be a White Sox. You want to wear pinstripes, but not the Yankees pinstripes. There we go. Now, is he our opening day starter? I don't know. I kind of want to give Noah Schultz that. Travis Pizzana for Bryce Eldridge. My goodness. Did he not he won Rookie of the Year. Giants, what are you doing? I love Travis Pizzana. I mean, maybe this works out better long term, but man, Bryce Eldridge just won your Rookie of the Year. I don't know about that. I don't know about that whatsoever. That's kind of nuts. That's what happened. The Giants just traded away Rookie of the Year Bryce Eldridge. He won Rookie of the Year, A potential, for Travis Pizzana, who is also A potential but did not have a great year. That's insane. I try not to say insane so much because I feel like that word gets overused so much in the streaming world. Video world. So now or never, Matt Strom. Why would you ever want to choose the Yankees or the Reds or the Giants over your Chicago White Sox? You know you want to come play here. We're going to offer you a contract. We're going to up it to, we'll up it 2 years. 2 years. I'm willing to go 11 mil. I'm willing to do that. For you, Matt. Just for you. Just for you, sir. Please sign with us. Sign with us, man. Come on, Matt. Come, Matt, buddy. 1 year, 9.5. Good luck, pal. Good luck out there. Good luck out there, Nicolas Cage. If you came to Chicago, it would have been so epic that we would have made a movie about you, and it would have been, you would have been played by Nicolas Cage. That would have been great. But no. No. Okay, let's look at some. I know the recommended top 150. We got our catcher. Do we want to go first base? Like Luis Arias, interesting. I don't know if I really want to. Jose Miranda is interesting. This is interesting. I wouldn't mind this, actually. What happened? He only has 3 years of service time. He wasn't. Did they let him go? I actually want him. He could even play third. His fielding is god awful. But, you know, I wouldn't mind him to be our DH or something. I wouldn't mind him being our DH. Or let's see what he would want. 2 years, 2 mil. Absolutely want you on our team for that price, pal. Absolutely. We'll flip you for something good. I know we'll turn your season around. We'll turn your career around, pal. Glaber already signed with someone. That doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. Did he sign a 1 year deal? I'm going to fact check that real quick because I don't know if I believe that. Did he only sign a 1 year deal with Detroit? I don't remember. I felt like it wasn't a 1 year deal, but maybe it was. Also, what's he doing this year, IRL? He's actually not having a bad season, but he hasn't played as much. Let me know. Is he hurt? Let's see. What's his salaries looking like? I guess he is a free agent. Who's our second baseman? Lennon Sosa? You know, I wouldn't mind. Oh, jeez. Frames dropping. We'll get we'll exit out of baseball reference. Let's see. Come down CPU usage. There we go. We can't use the internet while we're streaming right now because we're also recording. Can't do that next time. Next time I'll do it on my phone. I will do it on my phone next time. But Gleyber Torres, that is interesting. Or maybe even Ahmed Rosario. He's going crazy right now. I wouldn't mind getting both of them. 2 years, 8 mil. 2 years, 11 mil. This could be decent, really. We'll make you priority number 2. I think this could be our whole infield, like a whole ass infield revamp. That would be solid. Like, we might end up being competitive. Who knows? Let's go. Let's advance. Not the Red Sox getting Byron Buxton for Wilyer, Abreu, and Alex Bregman. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy work. Wilyer, decent year. Bregman still on that contract. He's making 40. He's going to be making 40 mil. This is actually nuts. He did not have an amazing season. What did Buxton do? I mean, I don't know. Do what you want with that, pal. He's on a much more team-friendly deal. That's nuts. That is actually nuts. That is crazy work. Okay. Zach Eflin to the Orioles. Okay. Now or never for Willie Castro. Yeah, I do want Willie Castro. I'd go up. Like, I think he's a very, very good player. Our available to spend is 62 mil. I'll go max, man. This is the max for this deal. 2 years, 11.75. We're spending money for prospects pretty much because are going to be trading people. It just depends on when and what we can get. And he is a Chicago White Sox now. Chicago White Sox. Unless he has multiple personalities, then they are White Sox. He is a White Sox. Wow, I did not realize the Rockies did so much worse than us. I kind of wish we didn't have a hot start, but we could get the number 2 pick. I just don't want us to drop. Just don't drop. Come on. I don't want us to drop. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. We dropped to 4th. We dropped to 4th. That's a shame. That is a damn shame. But the Braves jump up to number 2. They went 85 and 77. They're going to have the number 2 pick. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Okay. 41 players on our 40 man. Okay. Let's get someone off of there. Let's get someone off of there. Oscar Colas. I mean, I kind of want him on the roster just to fill out some space on the major leagues if he actually ends up playing, or we need a little bit of depth. Terrell Tatum. I mean, would I rather have him there for defense? What's he making? I don't know. I kind of want all these reliever help though. All of this reliever help. Jeez. I'd rather have the other guy. Let's remove Colas. I'm okay with that. We actually got to remove a couple people because I wouldn't mind getting a couple Rule 5 draft picks if it makes sense. Dan Altavilla, I know you had a good year last year. We should have traded you, for being real. Should have done that. And also, I don't know why my CPU usage is going off the charts, man. Maybe I got to exit that out. Restore chat there. I'm not really sure what to do about that. I got to troubleshoot some stuff. Maybe I got to delete some things out of the recycle bin. But CPU usage is going kind of nuts. Maybe it's the recording as well. Let's see here. Jared Schuster. I don't want you on the 40. Let's remove you. If someone claims you, then okay. How many guys we got on the 40 man? We have 39. I want to leave 2 spots available. 2 spots available. Mitch Spence had an amazing, or maybe not amazing, but solid year with us. Let's go Dan Altavilla. Do we want to take him off the 40 man? You know what? Maybe we should. Maybe we should take Terrell Tatum off too. I mean, he wasn't terrible. Yes, he was actually. Let's do it. Let's remove him for the 40 man. I don't think anyone's going to pick him up. We need to make some room, and we need all the D potential out of here. Glaber only has 22%. Okay, he's not going to work out for us then. Most likely, at least. Or maybe we do. Big board. Jose Miranda. Okay, we're going to go right here. And let's go look at Ahmed Rosario. Let's look at Ahmed Rosario. We got our shortstop. Third base could... I mean, do we reunite with Yohan Moncada? I don't think so. There's no one really here either that I would want. So maybe Ahmed Rosario. He can play third base. I'm going to remove Glaber for now. I'd rather get someone I legit have an idea that I think we can sign. Hunter Harvey. Let's find out. Let's find out. Team needs right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Let's make that happen. Perfect. I mean, I don't have any drop frames, so maybe the CPU usage is not an issue. I guess we'll find out. Sorry I keep talking about it, but look at all that red still. We're going to be just fine, fam. We're going to be just fine. Promise. Now or never. Okay. All right. He's at 50%. Ahmed is. I'll go 2 years 10. I will. I'll go 2 years 10. Come on. Sign with us, fam. Sign with us, fam. Do it. Do it. You won't. Do it. You won't. You won't. You won't because you're a Royal. And you signed for 3 years 7.86. That's why you won't. Rule 5 draft. Let's go. We got the number 2 pick. Are we going to pick anyone? I would go high upside. Tony Gonsolin is here. Why are you here? Jacob Melton is here. Why are you here? I will seriously take enough guys with high upside to fill out some rosters. I'll take as many as I can. Miguel Uyola. I don't know how to pronounce that. I wouldn't mind taking Tony Gonsolin. I mean, he's 75 overall. We could actually use him in our starting rotation. We could actually use him. Davis Martin, see you later. You can go in AAA. Go to AAA. That is, or be a long reliever. I am so down with Tony Gonsolin. We are absolutely taking him in the Rule 5 draft. 100%. What else? Brandon Birdsell. I don't think I want to take another starting pitcher. I wouldn't mind taking this reliever, although I think he's going to be horrendous. I think it would be a wiser option. I know he's 23 though, so he could work out like long term for us. But Jacob Melton, he's a decent fielder, decent speed, like really well balanced bat, although a bad bat, but well balanced. He could kind of work out. He's 25. Steven Zobak, Dale Doback, maybe he's a relative. Dylan Beavers. A lot of that name's not funny at all. And that's the end of the B potentials. I do think we do take someone. I think I'm going to take Jacob Melton. And then if we have another spot, maybe Miguel Uyola. I wouldn't mind that. Austin Hendrick, interesting. We do not have any more room, but I am more than okay with that. He has 85 potential. That's not a bad sign. Tony Gonsolin is 85 potential. I know he's 31. He may not reach that potential, but that's a good starter. That's a good starter right now. We can actually trade him away for something. Interesting. Did we end up signing Drew Thorpe? Did he sign? He did not, so he's going to be renewable. We have to remember to do that. We have to remember to do that. I'm going to save right now. Going to save right now because nothing would drive me more crazy than not having this on file. And I would hate to have to actually like trade something to get Drew Thorpe back, but I would because that's just how it be. That's how it is sometimes. Let's see, what's our free agency look like? Devin Williams. I heard through the grapevine that Detroit Tigers are looking at Devin Williams. Good for them. I don't think we can. It doesn't make sense. Does it make sense? Should we just let's add him and see what he wants? Hunter Harvey actually wants to come play for us. 70%. We're gonna offer him a contract. He just wants 1 year. I'll give you 2, bud. I'll give you 2 for 6. Maybe we trade you this season. Maybe we don't. Jose Miranda. He's up. I don't know if does anyone else want him? They're verifying it. He's been on our big board for a couple weeks, so it doesn't make sense that they're still verifying. We're going to go ahead and offer him a deal. $2 million is nothing. We'll give you 2.5. That already raises it to 66.6%. So that is actually fantastic. Let's move along. Let's move along. We'll go a week. Chris Bubich from the Royals. I am live, Peyton. Peyton, what's happening? Been live once a week, just doing some franchise stuff. I'm hoping to maybe raise it up a little bit. Maybe go a little bit more. How you been? Chris Bubich for the Royals got Ryan Fernandez, B potential reliever, and a C potential starter for Chris Bubich, who is doing pretty well. My hospital legacy, it not only raises it, but it pretty much solidifies my Hall of Fame resume, if we're being real. I thought is it you, Jet? Is it Jet or is it Yankee fan? I don't remember, but I remember us having a conversation. I remember knowing you, but it's been so long that I forgot exactly who you were. If that makes sense. That's an interesting trade though. What? Okay, this is stupid. This is awful. It's not Jet. I don't remember. It is Yankee fan. Okay. All right. How you doing, man? What do we think about the Yankees this year? But this is a ridiculous trade. So the Padres went ahead and traded Jackson Merrill, although he has not signed his deal yet in this franchise sim, but they're getting Zach Wheeler, who is declining, had a fantastic year, but declining, and Justin Crawford, a potential. I just don't think you do that. I don't think if you do that if you're the Padres. You already got yourself a star. You're hoping that Justin Crawford can turn into a star, and Zach Wheeler is on the back end of his career. Doesn't make any sense to me. You still got 4 years of Jackson Merrill. Doesn't make any sense to me. Let me know what you think. He hit another tank today? Grisham's doing crazy stuff, man. Wyatt, dude, what is happening? What is happening in this franchise? And Wyatt Langford getting traded for Pablo Lopez. They're kind of maybe buying low on him, but he's at his lowest point of his trade value for the Rangers. They get Pablo Lopez and Matt Cruz, a C potential 18-year-old. You don't do that if you're the Rangers. I'm sorry. You don't do that if you're the Rangers. That does not make any sense. Jose Miranda, you are a White Sox. Yes, you are. Fantastic. Excellent. I love that. Trent Grisham playing like his 2020 days, you know? That's kind of nuts. But good to see, really. Good for the Yankees, too, because they need guys to step up. Tommy Edmonds probably going to go high, but he's been a little slow lately. Has he hit another bomb yet, or is he still around 6? Let's go depth chart. Now they're pushing Colson Montgomery over to third. I don't know if I want to do that. I think we still got to find a third baseman. Colson Montgomery, I like what he did last year, but there's no way I would want him to play third. I'd have Willie play third first. Because, I mean, he can play everywhere. I still want to put Colson in the minors. I want him to develop a little bit more. Bobby Dahlbeck at third would be horrible, but I'd do it. He's at 7 homers. That's crazy. That's already halfway to his career high. His career high was 13, I believe. I remember I did a video on the Dodgers on the main channel, and I remember seeing that, which is absolutely nuts. Jose Miranda is going to be our first baseman, or maybe our DH. It kind of depends on what else we do this off season. But I'm very, very happy we have Jose Miranda because he's going to be a very, very good trade piece for us. How have you liked this year's game, though? How has everybody liked this game? I have not played online whatsoever. I played a little bit of event games. I played a couple BR games, but nothing crazy. Who do we take off the 40-man? Do we have any relievers that we could take off of the 40-man who would make sense? I think we got to take him off. I think we got to take Shane Smith off. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's keep moving. Dylan Cease to the Phillies, who just traded away Zach Wheeler. That's a good move by them. They just got Jackson Merrill, and now they have Dylan Cease. That is a crazy, 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 crazy offseason for them. And we have Hunter Harvey. Perfect. 2 years, $6 million a year. That's a good deal for us. Pretty solid reliever. We're definitely going to get something out of him. Just depends on when we trade him. The hitting engine, from what I've heard and what I've seen from people, they're all having issues. I know I've lined out a ton. I've seen a lot of late hits given up, a lot of bloops, A lot of perfect outs. It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't know if my time for playing online heavily has come to an end, but I will say that I enjoy franchise and that sort of gameplay way more, especially with like what kind of time constraints I have. I'm just so busy that I can't really grind Diamond Dynasty very much at all, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's okay. Do we send down Matt? Do we take Matt Tice out the 40 man, or do we take Kai Bush out the 40 man? Because we just, you know, Dan, I'm sorry, we're taking you off the 40 man. Oh, we offered him arbitration 115 and it was a double play. Dude, that's so rough. That's so rough, man. That sucks so bad. Especially, I mean, I get it if it happens every now and then, but it happening a lot is just a shame. Gus Varlin will take you off the 40 man. Do we actually, can we sort by potential? We can. We can't even take Dan off of the old 40 man because he's offered arbitration. Bad GM move on my part. Abner Uribe for Rylan Norcross and Kiter Montero. Kiter Montero, if that's how you pronounce his name, is actually kind of nasty. Saw him playing spring training down in Florida. He looked really good. Looked really good. All right, what else are we working on? Derek Hill. What's he looking like? You know, I wouldn't mind it. Good defender, good speed, mashes lefties. I'll go ahead and offer you a contract. 2-year, 3.5. I'll do one. You went fishing this year with Pax? Dude, that's what's up. Dude, Trouty? You got a little Trouty? Devin Williams has 10 motivation to sign, 10%. We're going to remove him from the big board because he's clearly not interested. He's clearly moved on. He's clearly over us. What do we have for third baseman? Do we find one? Do we go look for one? Oswaldo Cabrera. I would not be upset at that. I would rather have a switch hitter and not... I don't really want Josh Rojas. Back-to-back packs. Dude, you're wild. My best pull has been Scooble this year, which is not bad. You know, actually, maybe we take JD Davis. He can actually hit a little bit. I think we do that. JD Davis is going to be our third baseman. Let's take a look at the depth chart. I want Colson Montgomery in the minors again. For those of you who are just popping in, he had a decent year last year, rookie year, negative WAR, and I just kind of want to see him to develop a little bit more. I think if it doesn't work out, maybe we just, I would still have him play shortstop if he ended up on the bigs. Josh Rojas playing second base. I don't know about that. He's 31, horrible OPS. I'd rather have someone else and maybe work on trading them at one point. Glaber's still out there. Tyro Estrada. I would absolutely like Tyro Estrada. I would like Tyro Estrada more. Let's go look at the positional needs and make sure they are set to give us an advantage. And where are my reliever friends? All free agents. Maybe that's what we got to look for. Gregory Soto, I would not mind that. Nick Martinez, I would not mind that. How far away are you from live series? I am so far away. I'd be lucky if I got there by like August, if we're being real. Diamond Quest is dope though. Shelby Miller, 35 years old. I mean, this might be a brand new bullpen compared to what we did in our first season, and I am more than okay with that. I'm way more than okay with that because, you know, we're just going to trade him. That's what we're doing this year. We're trading everyone. All right, let's move on a week. I do like this free agency sort of situation. The Tigers get Vlad. Haven't gotten a single team yet. I hear you, man. I've gotten a bunch of the small teams. But I'm still like 1.5 mil stubs away. Probably, maybe even more. Derek Hill. Welcome to the team, pal. You're going to be on the bench for us. Well done, sir. Well, maybe a platoon, for being real. I would like to... Yeah, I would like to hold up for a second. Prelander Baroa. I think I am going to take you off the 40 man because we got a ton of starters on the 40 man. Or do we? Oh, I sorted by potential. Schultz is going to be on the 40 man. Davis Martin, I'm probably going to send down. Iriarte. Kai Bush, I'm taking you off. And I'm also going to take Baroa off, or maybe Sean Burke. I got to take Sean Burke off, right? I do. The outfielders are turning against each other? What do you mean? Austin Hayes? That's interesting. I wouldn't mind it. Let's add him to the... Let's just go ahead and offer him a contract. 2 years, 6.2, 6.1, I mean. What did he do last year? Not a bad season. Not bad. Let's see what he does. Everyone is kind of interested. Tyro Estrada. I'm down with it. Is he really? I didn't see that anywhere. Source? Twitter? I'll do 2 years, 6.0 mil. I mean, if he wasn't hustling, then he has a right to be upset about that. Especially with how they're playing with their record. Shelby Miller, 1 year, 5 mil. I'm down. Let's see if you want that. I will do 1 year for 3.5 for JD Davis. This whole roster is going to look different. This whole roster is going to look different. Let's see. Let's see if anyone signs. We got Austin Hayes out there. Is he going to sign? I guarantee you he does. Welcome to the team, sir. Welcome to the team. Tyro, you coming aboard too? Wasn't right? I upped it. Whatever, man. Whatever. Shelby, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Okay. Maybe next. All right. You know what? We'll keep plugging along. Devin Williams to the Rangers. I'd be all right with that. If I was a Rangers fan, I'd be all right with that. Let's see. Did their motivation go up? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I will offer you a contract again, but I'm not upping the money this time, Tyro. I've had enough of it. Shelby. I'm not upping it this time. JD. Not upping it this time. Take it or leave it. We hold the power. JD. All right, there you go. Hey, man, but look what happened. You don't have as much money now. And we got to remove someone from the 40 man. I don't want to remove Chase. I don't want to remove Austin Martin. I will remove Miguel Vargas. Maybe I should trade him. That maybe off-season trade. Do we trade Miguel Vargas and Dominic Fletcher to clear up the 40 man? Maybe even Brian Ramos. I'd kind of be down for that. Should we? He's 28. He had a pretty rough year. He's a good defender, though. People do value that. Miguel Vargas, he's got a good arm. That's basically it right now. That's basically it. Let's see. Should we do it? I think I'm going to. I think that's a good call. Fletcher and Vargas. Let's see what we can get. I don't want to do anything crazy. I don't want to do anything that's super unrealistic. But I'd be okay with it. Let's look for prospects. Oswald Peraza. That's not terrible. I would take a C-level prospect. I would. If it's a C-level prospect, though, I wouldn't mind it being a reliever. But here's a B-level reliever from the Rays. Homer, plus you get Homer Bush. Get a little bit of Bush. I wouldn't hate it. Let's keep that in our back pocket. The Rays. Leo Jimenez. Cooper Ingle. I don't think I need a catcher, though. I don't want that low overall for a shortstop. Alexis De Silva. Andres Fernandez. He's way too low. We'll never see him in the light of day in the majors because he's 47 overall and 23 potential. Noelvi Marte. This is interesting. He's kind of fallen out of the Reds good graces, we would send them a decent defender in Dominic Fletcher and a, you know, maybe he turns things around in that ballpark, that's Great American Ballpark. We could take a flyer on Noelvi Marte, who actually improved last year. Horrible fielder, but decent attributes with the bat. Is he maybe going to be a contact hitter now that he is not on the sauce, if you know what I'm saying, not on the juice anymore? What do we think? I think we do this trade. Is he going to be on the 40-man, though? He's going to be on the 40-man, but we do get rid of one spot on the 40-man. So this is not bad. We'll put him in AAA, see what happens. I think it's a good idea. We're going to do it. I'm sure Miguel Vargas is extremely happy. I bet he's very happy. Let's look at the depth chart, see what's up. If we get JD Davis, he's going to be number 1. We got a lot of depth here. Luis Robert, do we trade him? Look at this sad season. 1 AB. It's just hilarious to look at in this line, in that stat line. We did get John Means a lot to the Orioles. Yo, Yankee fan, you been watching any old Survivor? I have not. JD Davis is listed as the first baseman on the depth chart, but he's going to play third for sure. Kyle Teal is still listed out in the outfield. I don't think that's going to happen. That's not what I want to happen, at least. He's not getting better. I think we're going to probably end up trading him. It just depends. We would have to see his potential go up dramatically and his skill or his play go up dramatically. As we do sign Shelby Miller to a 1-year deal. Actually, no, we don't. I'm not even reading that correctly. Contract decision. No, they didn't. Season 50. That's nuts. We get Tyro Estrada, though. That's a solid pickup. 2 years, 5.8 mil. He didn't get as much money as he could have, though. All returning players. I need to catch up. I really need to catch up. And once again, we have to get someone off the 40-man. Do we make another trade, though? Do we trade a guy like Penn Murphy? Do we trade a guy like Bobby Dahlbeck? I think this might be the time to trade him. It's his 30-year-old season. Maybe we package... I don't know, man. Lennon Sosa. I think we take Lennon. No, we don't. He actually did okay. 39 days. I like that. Brian Ramos. Do we take him off the 40-man? Loperfido. Man, this is tough. This is very tough. I think we have to take Jacob Amaya off the 40-man. He's off the 40-man. Next off the 40-man is probably going to be Brooks, maybe? How many catchers do we have in the 40-man? We only have 2. We can't afford to take one of them off. We only have these 2 first basemen on the 40-man here. Second baseman, how many do we have? I feel like we'd have to take Lennon Sosa off or Chase off. I'm going to take Chase off the 40-man. His value is so low right now. We're going to have to wait until he plays well for him to be traded. Unfortunately, people are worried about his injury history. He missed all of last year. He got 1 AB. But I do agree that we're going to end up probably trading him. Most likely. He's got such a team-friendly deal, which is great for us right now, but it's only for 2 more years. And somehow he improved his statistics or his attributes while he was hurt. So we're going to have to... It is going to take a while, unfortunately. But no one wants him right now. Everyone's scared. If we trade him right now, we're not going to get as much as we could. We at least got to see him on the field for like 2 months or 6 weeks, something like that. Maybe OPSing, hopefully 750. We actually got rid of Andrew Benintendi. We actually traded that contract away. surprisingly. I said all year, last year, if we got his OPS up to 750 or above, we would trade him. And it was 750 exactly. And it was mostly a salary dump. We ended up getting Brian Mata from the Red Sox, who, you know, he may not ever become a part of the major league plan moving forward, but hey, getting rid of that 15 mil was solid. See what I'd get. I honestly would probably get something good because MLB The Show, right? But I can't do it because I want to make it a little bit realistic. Actually, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have given the computer a little bit more credit because it's not much of anything. Gavin Cross and Steven Zobak. That's rough. That's not a great one. That's not a great trade value or trade. Yeah, see, like, I don't even want to trade him right now because, like, I mean, look at this. It's bad. It's real bad. Maybe they did do work on this part of trading, but kind of fumbled the bag on a couple other aspects of trading. But if that's true, I'm interested to see if he does pop off and we try this again to see like what he would bring back. That's interesting. Remember this. We'll remember this. We will. Okay. Miguel Castro for a reliever. Let's add him to the big board. I'm down with that. Shelby Miller and Miguel Castro. That wouldn't be terrible. Like, who we got right now? We got Tony Gonsolin, who I plan on having in the starting rotation for sure. I do. Look at this log jam of just 75 and 76 potential dudes in the starting rotation. That is just kind of nuts. We might have to do something about that. If we sign any more guys, like any more big time guys, we're going to have to try to do something about that. All right, Shelby, get on board, fam. Man, he had a great, Miguel Castro had a fantastic year last year. Jeez. All right, let's go a week. Shelby Miller, are you going to sign or what? Maybe next time. Do you want there to be a next time, pal? Miguel Castro wants to be a part of the team. That's what he wants. Maybe we don't even want you anymore, Shelby, Braves legend. Should we try again, though? 40-man roster. Let's look at all the relievers we have. We have so many different relievers now. Steven Wilson. I will take, you know, Justin Anderson, maybe take him off the 40-man. I think we will, actually. He's 33 years old. He's been offered arbitration. Steven Wilson, you can get the hell off the 40-man with that in ERA like that. My God, I can't even talk once again. But it looks like all the relievers that I want to take off the 40-man, I can't because I offered them arbitration, which was maybe an oversight on my part. It was an oversight on my part. Cam Boozer, do I want to take you off the 40-man? Not really, because you're like one of our only lefties. Maybe I will take a starting pitcher off the 40-man, and maybe it will be... Is it going to be Prelander? Can I? Yes, I will. I will take him off the 40-man. I will. Tommy Kahnle? You know, I love Tommy Kahnle, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'd rather have Shelby Miller. Actually, maybe I should. I'm going to have 13.9 mil after this. We're just going to revamp our whole bullpen. Our motivation, his motivation is maxed. Do you really need to wait to feel motivated to sign with a team, Shelby? Do you really? Let's see. Let's see what happens. Also, I want to make sure I got all of the outfield kind of figured out, or all of our lineup kind of figured out, so that we can just keep all of our prospects, just keep leveling up and leveling up. Because we have like so many guys are on the same skill level. We'll absolutely have Austin Hayes starting in right field. Kyle Thiel is not going to be up in the majors. Just not going to happen. We'll probably have Colson in the minors as well. JD Davis will be playing third. Jose Miranda is either going to be playing first or DHing. So we got that kind of figured out. Derek Hill will probably be playing the outfield for us. He's going to get everyday ABs. I don't know if Corey Julks will. Maybe Brooks Baldwin will, actually. Probably not. We got Danny Jansen behind the plate. I think maybe we do try to get another outfielder. We offered that contract. We have probably like $5 million to spend, which is nuts. Which is absolutely nuts. Starling Marte, do we sign him for one more year? I'd like someone maybe with like 70 overall or something. Who is this guy? Denzel Clark? He's got B potential. Do we just throw him out there? Maybe. We're going to add him. We're just going to sign him, actually. Perfect. I don't know why people didn't sign him. That's kind of nuts. If you ask me. And if you're not asking me, well, too bad. I'm going to tell you anyway. That's too damn bad. Michael Conforto's out here. What are you doing out here, pal? 2 years, 5.6. Should we? I almost regret sending that for Shelby Miller now. Pending offers. Man, I kind of regret the Tommy Kahnle thing now. Is it possible we're going to be over budget now? We get Tommy Kahnle for a year, which is nice. That's very, very good. Once again, we're going to be taking someone off the 40-man. It's probably going to be a starting pitcher. Davis Martin had a horrendous year. We're going to take him off the 40-man. This is actually going to be kind of a nuts. This might take me an hour to figure out our lineups. It might take me that long. And now I got to release someone that is perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. We're going to release a D potential dude. That's going to be just fine. Maybe has to be a starting pitcher, probably. Trey McGuff. See you, pal. Sorry, bud. I'm just going to go ahead and release a couple dudes. Peyton Paulette. That's fine. We have a plethora of starting pitchers anyway. It's going to be so interesting to see how our lineup's going to shake up. That's going to be nuts. We basically have a whole new starting lineup. Your motivation's max, Shelby. What else do I have to do? You demand 4.1 mil a year. I'm giving you 1 year 4.5. You have 91% motivation. The offer isn't quite what you're looking for. What else do I have to do? Do I even try one more time? Jacob Junis. Hello, sir. I don't think this is a good fit. Not interested. You know what? Michael Conforto. I would rather spend the money on you. I'll give you 1 year 6.3. Perfect. Let's do it. 1 year 6.3. What do I need to do to get you to sign, Shelby? These are our last two offers. These two players are our last two. And then, well, buddy, all of these, if you don't sign with us this time, okay, I was going to say, if you don't sign with us this time, it is not going to happen. All right, we got Shelby Miller. We also have to take care of the 40-man. Our 40-man is... This might be a mess. An absolute mess. Denzel Clark, I didn't mean to put him on the 40-man, but, you know, whatever. I'm not above just throwing him out in the outfield to start and seeing how he does. He's got B potential, 25. It looks like his contact is okay, but that's only because it's so much higher than his power, so I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like I gotta take Ramos off the 40-man. I do. We got a lot of position players on there. Contract decision. Come on, Michael. You know you want to. Yes, sir. Yes, you do. Yes, you want to. All right, one more guy off the 40 man. We have to take one more person off the 40 man. Oh my god. This is such a mess. It's going to sound like I'm repeating myself. But this looks like such a mess. Do I regret signing Tommy Kahnle? I might actually. Iriarte, I feel like your overall is too high to be taken off the 40 man. You know what? I would take Josh Rojas off. No, he still needs to be on the team. Owen White, do I need to take you off the 40 man? I feel like I might have to take Maton off the 40 man, but he has a decent bat. Brooks Baldwin, do I need to take you off? I wish I could take Steven Wilson or Justin Anderson off. No, I didn't mean to even designate him for assignment. This is so tough. I'm taking Brooks Baldwin off the 40 man. I'm sorry, Brooks. I'm sorry, Brooks. I just think Nick Maton is probably a better option right now. This is going to be such a mess. It is unbelievable. We might be over budget. We might be over budget. I think we actually will be. Let's look at our budget real quick. No, we're not. Okay. Okay, we're okay. We are okay. We are going to be making a lot of trades, though. We are absolutely going to be making a lot of trades. And I don't know if we ended up getting Drew Thorpe to that contract. We did. We actually ended up getting Drew Thorpe to that contract. Perfect. Okay. I'm excited. I am so excited for this team. And like, I'm just really excited to see what we can do, like via trades. Who's going to pop off? Who is going to like kind of emerge a little bit more as like the pieces that we're going to build around. Like Luke Weaver. Do we want him? Paul Sewald, 35 years old. I thought he was older, but hey, he had a horrible year. He only wants 1 year, 3.6. Scott Barlow wants 1 year, 3.2. Although, I mean, he had a fantastic year last year. Do we try? Sean Armstrong, 1 year, 3.6. I like his per nines better. I do. Chad Green, 1 year, 3.2. I can't afford Kershaw. I can't afford 67 overall Kershaw. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god, that's funny. Columb. We do need another lefty, but I mean, he's decreasing in overall. Taylor Rogers. I mean, we do need another lefty. I think we got to try. Let's go for it. 1 year, 4.05. We got to give it a shot. And that is going to be our last contract offer for anyone. Never mind, we're going to offer him another contract. I did not mean to sim through it. Where are you? Did he sign with anyone, or did he just say no to us because he didn't want it? Colin Poche, we do need another lefty. I think we'll sign you. We have to release one player. And I think we're at the point where I can release those guys from the 40 man if I want to. Let's see. Yes, I can. Let's remove you from the 40 man. And we got to release someone. Oh my god, man, this roster is such a mess. It is such a mess. Let's release a couple players. I wouldn't mind releasing a position player, maybe a left fielder, since we have a ton of them. But do we have any deep potential dudes? Yes, we do. Okay, Nick McLean. We'll see ya. DJ Gladney, we'll see you too. Renew contracts, no one's found. Free agency. Soroka's available. Interesting. There's a lot of guys that, I mean, I didn't realize that Chris Bassett was this old. I'm surprised Mike Soroka did not get it. He did not get a contract. What does he want? I can't afford him. Colin Poche. I think we're going to sign him. You'd like a longer contract. How about I up it to 4? How about I offer? Actually, let's take a second. Let's take a second, shall we? How many relievers do we have? How many throw lefty? We got Cam Boozer, who's a lefty. Jared Schuster, who's a lefty, and also 59 overall. We need another lefty. We have to do it. We have to pony up the dough. This is a huge oversight on my end. 2 years, $8 million. Okay. He's not a bad reliever. I don't mind having him. I really don't. Yarbrough, maybe I should have gone with him. Should have done that. I did not see him. And Brooks Raley too. Let's send him to spring training. We'll figure out our lineups. And we'll get on with opening day. We're actually going to play opening day as well. Contract extensions. I don't know. I don't know of any contract extensions that I want to do. Zero clue. We're going to sim to the regular season. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we're going to get our lineups all situated. And then if there's time, if I have time, we'll play opening day. And I'll be right back, fam. Give me 2 minutes. We're back, and let's go get this lineup situated. This is the regular season. We're done with the spring training. Let's get this lineup set real quick. Jeez, man, this is a interesting looking lineup. We're definitely not going to have Colson Montgomery on the bench. We're going to send him down. I want him to get more work done in the minors. We're absolutely going to have Noah Schultz up at the big club. He is definitely ready. My only consideration is like, do we start him? Is he going to be our opening day starter? I almost want him to be. Let's look at the relief pitchers. I have a feeling we have so many up. We do have so many up that are on the 40 man. I'm going to, or maybe that's a good amount of relievers right there. I'm going to take, actually, I'm going to put Mitch Spence in the majors because he absolutely had a decent run last year. 3.32 ERA, 1.14 whip. He was our closer last year at one point. So we'll get him up at the big club. I think I'm going to send down, who's up here? Iriarte needs work. He's going to be in AAA. He's absolutely going to be in AAA. He needs work. Schultz is absolutely going to. Okay, I got to. Jeez. I am the worst GM of all time. Who is going to be off the 40 man? It's going to be Dan Altavilla. Deep potential. They're going to be off the 40 man first, no matter what the skill level, especially this year. And look at that. You can't see it because of my stupid average looking face, but look at that. We are not 30th anymore. We are 29th. However, once I adjust these lineups, we might be 30th because we're certainly playing for the future. I'm probably not going to put the best lineup we can out there, and you're probably going to understand why once you see what I'm doing right now. I'm going to send Colson Montgomery down because I want him to get more work. An okay rookie year last year, but it wasn't great. It was negative WAR, and I don't really want to stun his growth. And I kind of wanted, we wanted to sign Willie Castro and some other dudes who could absolutely pop off and be trade pieces. That's what we wanted. I want JD Davis up. He's going to be playing for us. Josh Rojas, I wouldn't mind starting him in the minors. Andrew Vaughn, he's going to be up. Matt Tice. Edgar Cuero is going to be starting in AAA. He's a top prospect. Kyle Teal is still going to be in AA. His bat needs to go a little bit further. It's funny how our depth chart at one point had Kyle Teal being our right or left fielder, but that is just not going to happen. And after I get this situated, I'm probably just going to go have a quick little recap of the off season just for YouTube purposes. So thank you for bearing with me. Rain Montgomery, we're still going to start him out AA for sure. Colas, let's see. Let's just get this starting rotation in order. He's going to be on the 40 man. I think I want to make him our opening day starter. I really do. Tony Gonsolin, who we picked in the Rule 5 draft. I think he's going to be our long reliever. Or maybe Jonathan Cannon. Who has the worst stamina? Bryce Wilson might be in our pen. I think he is actually. I think I'm going to make him our long reliever. I think I am. Or maybe, who do I have as our long reliever? Who should I make our long reliever? Bryce Wilson or Tony Gonsolin. I think I'm going to make Bryce Wilson our long reliever because I want Tony Gonsolin to get starts because I want to trade him. And then we got Drew Thorpe rounding out the bottom half. Hagen Smith had a fantastic year at AA last year, and we're going to start him in AAA this year. So that means we have to send down a reliever, which is more than okay. Who's it going to be, though? Sucks we just brought all these dudes in. Maybe I am going to eat my words, and maybe we'll get Mitch Spence some more work because he did struggle a little bit on the back end of last year. Although it doesn't seem right. We need Cam Boozer up because he's one of our only lefties. Do I start? I can't start Drew Thorpe in the minors. I can't do it. Maybe, you know what? I think we're going to put Miguel Castro in AAA. He has options. Never mind. We can't do that. Penn Murphy, can we put him into... I don't think we can. Yes, we can put Penn Murphy down. We're going to. We're going to make room. We do need depth, and this is going to be just fine. This will be just fine. We got way too many people in AAA. We got too many starting pitchers. Jake Eater, you can go to AA. Perfect. Who's in Class A that can go to AA? All our A potentials we want in AA to get reps in. Rolando Baroa, we want you in AA as well. Eldon Weiss. I think it's Weiss. It would be wise of us to put him in AA. God, I hate myself. Not really. I love that pun. I'll always take advantage of puns. Do not care. But we will need to take someone from AA and send them to single A. And Nick Nastrini, I think that's what we're going to do with you. I think that's what we're going to do with Jacob Burke. Because we need some... I'll put all the D potential dudes in double or single A. Because we don't really care about their development. But we do care about them as people. Whatever the hell that means. I don't know. I'm speaking nonsense. Let's look at the pitching rotation. I will make Bryce Wilson our long reliever. John Means is going to be number 2 for us. We're absolutely starting Noah Schultz on opening day. Mitch Spence, you're not going to be... Well, I guess you should be one of our long relievers because you do have stamina. We're probably going to be using a lot of long relief this year just because our pitching rotation is not the best. But it has some upside to it, you know? It has some upside. Hagen Smith, we're going to put you in AAA. Pre-Lander Burrow. Kai Bush, you're going to go long relief. Sean Burke, you're going to be in there over Pre-Lander. Maybe? Actually, you're okay. Owen White, maybe I should make you long relief. I actually don't know. I don't know. We got some decent depth for relievers down at AA. Brian Mata. You're probably going to end up being long relief for us. Or should we... Rolando is going to be long relief, actually. Jake Eater, you can be a long relief too. That's what we got to do with some of our starting pitching prospects. Start them off at long relief. Maybe. Especially if he's 52 overall. We're going to have him be a little bit long relief. Okay. I think I like this setup for the major league pitching rotation. Now let's go get our lineup all situated, which is going to be a pain. It is going to be such a pain. Josh Rojas is going to be a bench piece. JD Davis, we want him to hit. We want him to hit. We are very, very righty heavy, so maybe I'm going to change my mind about that. Who do we have in left field? We have Michael Conforto in left field. Austin Hayes is going to play. He doesn't have a secondary position. I don't know how. We're going to turn him into a right fielder. I think. Or maybe we just have Derek Hill out there. I think that's what we do. Derek Hill might be a better player if we're being real. I think he is. Conforto can play right field. Never mind. Okay, we're going to have him play right field. Austin Hayes can play left. That's what I want to do. I want to make sure we have all our B potential and above players out there, unless they're obvious bench pieces. Like Jacob Melton's going to be a bench piece. Matt Tice is definitely our backup catcher. Josh Rojas is a bench type. We got a decent speed on the bench. Josh Rojas can play pretty much kind of anywhere. Okay. We're actually going to lead off Lubob because we want him to get the most at bats possible. Who's our cleanup going to be? Our cleanup, I think, is going to be, oh boy, JD Davis, Conforto, Miranda. I think this is good. I think this is okay. This is how I want to run it against righties. We have a lot, very righty heavy bats, very righty heavy lineup, and I'm okay with that. Let's get JD Davis in there. We're probably gonna, I'm gonna lead off Lubob, who, why in the hell would we have him as a DH? I guess since Derek Hill mashes lefties. Maybe we should. Maybe we should. What else does he play? He plays left and right field, so maybe we just, I would absolutely have Michael Conforto be our DH against lefties. 100%. Austin Hayes kind of hits lefties very well, especially contact. Derek Hill's got the power. Jose Miranda, though, I definitely want him playing every day. Or do I? I'm okay with him right there, actually. He can be on the bench against lefties. He crushes righties. We'll just kind of see what happens. I do, although I do want him, his hitting attributes to develop against lefties. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll keep him on the bench for now against lefties. And, you know, we're probably going to, I don't want it to happen, but we're probably going to have to deal with an injury at some point. So we can keep him on the bench until then. And JD, we're going to move you up a little bit because you can kind of hit. JD Davis, our best hitter. What? Did not see that coming. Derek Hill is just too good of a lefty masher. We do need to hit him first overall, since we, you know, he could be part of the team moving forward. You never know. I mean, he's got 2 years of ARB left. If he mashes lefties long term, that could be very, very valuable for us. That could be very, very valuable for us. So let me just go down to AAA, make sure everyone here is playing that needs to be playing. Third baseman Brooks, he could play third, so we got that going for us. Brooks Lee, though, we're gonna have him in the minors. Bobby Dahlbeck, he's actually gonna be hitting, he's gonna be playing first base. I want to just make sure we got everyone who is it could be valuable to us long term playing. Nick Maton, I mean, I don't know. He could play the outfield, so we can just throw him to the outfield, to be honest. Oscar Colas, he's got deep potential. I don't mind him just rocking the bench. Colson. Aquero. Sorry, my phone went off. Bobby Dahlbeck, you're going to be playing first. We want you to get ABs. We want everyone to get ABs. Colson Montgomery is the most important player in AAA. I mean, honestly, you can make the argument that Edgar Cuero is. He's going to be leading off. We're going to get these top three players. Cuero, Montgomery, Brooks Lee could be part of the team long term. Joey Loperfido arguably could be too. So maybe we'll hit him fourth. We just want them to get the most at-bats possible. And we'll make sure they get there. Okay, that looks good. For AAA at least. Kyle Teal. Eldon Weiss. It's Weiss. Austin Martin, do I want him to start out in AA? You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We'll see what happens. Wilfred Veras. Whatever. Griff. Can Jacob Amai play third? He can. Thank God. Griff, you're in, buddy. Zach Deloach. Denzel Clark. I said I wouldn't even hate it if I started him out in in the field. in the majors, that's not going to happen. Braden, you're going to be leading off. I know we got Noelvi Marte here, which is kind of nuts. Let's see. Wait, is there a guy we can just like... I'm actually going to switch places with Colas and Austin Martin. Because I think Austin Martin could actually do well in AAA. And he's 26 years old. We got to make him in AAA, dude. Oscar Colas, I mean, he just doesn't have it. He is D potential. He is not going to be part of this team long term. It just is where it is. It is where it is, and it ain't where it ain't. Austin Martin, you're going to be playing right field? Yes. Who is more valuable to us right now? Corey Jones or Nick Maton? I'm actually just going to put him over Maton because I think Maton's probably going to end up in the bigs at some point soon-ish. He's going to be like the first person we call up whenever there's an injury. He's going to be like the first person we call up. So maybe it's not the best idea that we have him on the bench, but it is what it is. Actually, maybe we put him in over Lennon Sosa. No, he's going to rock the bench. He's 29. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm actually just going to let the computer do this and then I will figure it. No, I lied. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. Griff, where are you at? We'll switch places with Maya. Wes Cath, can you play first base? No, you can't. Denzel, we need you to play actually. So Jacob and Maya, who could play? Who's playing first base over on the other lineup? Denzel Clark is. Okay, we need to switch that up. Jeez, this is what a mess. What an absolute mess. Crazy. Okay, we need a first baseman. Who can play first? Can anyone play first? Colas can play first. That is absolutely perfect. What a find. Colas can play first. What a find. And then we can have him. Clark is going to be in here over Veras. Perfect. Braden Montgomery is going to hit leadoff because we want him to have the most at-bats possible. Kyle Teal, Noelvi Marte, and Denzel Clark in order of... we got a good amount of dudes who could be like part of this team in the future, but kind of the far distant future. Braden Montgomery and Kyle Teal obviously being the most important, being the closest. I just want them to get good ABs. They didn't really do much in AA last year. Didn't do great, so we're going to see what they can do. I mean, hopefully they can do well enough in AA that they can earn a promotion to AAA and make it be like, yo, noob, you're an idiot for having us in AA. We got this. I would not be mad at that. I would welcome that. And I kind of like Denzel Clark. I'm not going to lie. I like his build for now. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Okay. That's kind of nuts. All right. We're going to do a quick little recap. We'll do a quick little recap. So, all right, YouTube. It's going to be a quick little recap. We're going to go into opening day here in a second, in a little bit. First, we're going to go over what we just did during this off season. We did a lot. This lineup looks completely different than it did in year one. We signed a lot of people. We did not give any deals over 3 years or 2 years, I believe. Can we even see our transactions? I think we can. Completed transactions. Oh my God, look at this. I don't even know if we can go through this. This is kind of nuts. You know what? We're not going to do it from that screen. We're going to do it from the pitching rotation screen. So we did sign John Means to a 2-year deal worth 18.1 mil. Keep in mind, all of these signings have the intention of us flipping them at the deadline either this year or maybe year 2 if their trade value is low. Drew Thorpe, we did sign him to a long-term deal. I really like what he did last year. He really built upon his rookie year, so I'm hoping he can continue. We signed him $9.2 million a year for 6 years. I think that's going to be decent. We're going to round out the rotation with Jonathan Cannon, and we got Tony Gonsolin, who is available in the Rule 5 draft, which is kind of nuts. I'm hoping to flip him at the deadline or maybe even next year since he has arbitration available. We'll see what he does. I like his build. We're going to have Bryce Wilson in the long relief position since his stamina is a little bit more in line with a long reliever than a pure starter. We also just revamped our whole bullpen. We got Miguel Castro, 1-year deal. Tommy Kahnle, 1-year deal. Cam Boozer, you saw him last year. He had a pretty decent year. One of our only lefties. Shelby Miller, took forever to sign him, but he finally came to his senses and he decided he wanted to pitch in Major League Baseball. We got Colin Poche. He went unsigned through free agency. We got him on a 2-year deal. I wanted to sign him for 1 year. He wouldn't do it. And this was like our last resort to give him 2 years. We also have Hunter Harvey now. Decent signings. All these guys can be traded for hopefully prospects, and maybe we package a bunch of them with maybe 1 or 2 position players that we signed. Lou Bob, hopefully he lasts more than 1 AB this year. We signed Willie Castro to a 2-year, almost $12.0 million deal per year. He's going to play shortstop for us. We are going to start out Colson Montgomery in the minors because although it wasn't a horrible year last year for Colson, it was a sub 700 OPS and a negative WAR. So I would like to see if he can develop a little bit more. Plus, Willie Castro can play a bit everywhere, and he could be valuable to this team either on the roster or as a trade piece. JD Davis, our best hitter, maybe our best right-handed hitter, that is. We're going to have him play third base. Michael Conforto, we brought him in on a 1-year deal too. We are definitely going to see what we can get for him. He did not have a great year with the Los Angeles Dodgers last year. Maybe we can catch lightning in a bottle, as they say, and maybe flip him at the deadline for something valuable long-term for us. Jose Miranda, we signed him for $2.5 million a year for 2 years. And I mean, he has good potential. He hits righties well. We're going to kind of have him platoon at the DH spot with Derek Hill, kind of. When Derek Hill is playing, he's going to be playing the outfield. He mashes lefties. So maybe he is part of this team long-term. Maybe not. He could be a lefty masher off the bench and a great defensive replacement late in games. Plus, he's got that 90 speed, which is very, very, very tantalizing. Is that a good word to use? Probably not. We still have Andrew Vaughn playing first for some reason. I thought we maybe... I was thinking about maybe even putting someone else in there to play first, but maybe not. Maybe not, since... I was going to originally have Jose Miranda or JD Davis play first base, but, you know, we'll see what Andrew Vaughn's got. We'll see what he's got. We did sign Danny Jansen to a 2-year deal. I wanted to start off Edgar Cuero in AAA, and this is going to kind of be our starter for now. And we're going to see if Edgar Cuero pops off like he did in AA last year. But I didn't want to start him off at the majors right away. We'll see what he does. We'll see how he improves. Tyler Estrada is going to be playing second base for us. Sign him on a 2-year deal for $5.8 million a year per year. And Austin Hayes really wanted to be part of this team. He's going to be playing outfield for us, left field specifically, and he can hit lefties pretty well. Can't believe he's going to be our cleanup hitter. And that's the team. A couple things before we get into opening day. We're going to play opening day. We're going to be playing a little bit more this year just because last year we weren't going to be competitive at all. We're still probably not going to be competitive this year, but we are going to kind of see who emerges and comes through and cements themselves as best they can as part of this team moving forward. A couple things setting wise I will go over. I am going to make sure I have injury management on, or I'm going to make sure I have injuries on. But first, the hitting interface, I don't want to rely on my skill or lack thereof sometimes. I kind of want to make it to be like hitter the attributes themed, or I want their attributes to mean the most rather than if I'm having a good day at the plate or not. So we're going to use timing, and we're going to see. And the same thing on the pitching end of things. We're going to use classics. So it's going to be, it might be rough. This is going to be a test run. This is going to be, or maybe this episode and next episode is going to be a test run. I've seen a couple other creators do it this way rather than using their skill. Because if I'm having a good day, we're going to win every moment, despite if I'm hitting with a deep potential dude. And then if I'm having a bad day at the plate, let's be real, that's probably more likely since I am 35 years old now. If you can believe that. I can believe it. I have 0 hairline. But I would much rather it kind of be attribute driven rather than my skill or like interface driven. If that makes any sense, I hope it does. Let me just double check to make sure that injuries were on. I think I'm also going to have auto fielding on for sure, because yes, auto fielding is on, auto throwing is on. Did I put base running on? I am going to put auto base running on. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. We're going to leave that. And where do injuries are on? Perfect. And that's basically it as far as settings. So let me save this real quick before I forget, because I'll hate myself if I lose this save file. I really will. I'm just going to do a new save. Why not if I can? And then I'm going to do it again because it's good to have a backup. Remember that. Write that down. It's good to have a backup. Let's go ahead. We open against the Detroit Tigers against Scooble. So what a wild time to be alive. We're going to play this full game. Full opening day, fam. This is going to be wild. They were 90-72 last year. They are one of our rivals. We are away, and Danny Jansen rocking the eye black. Let's go. Let's go show Tarek Skubal that we mean business, fam. Let's do it. I am strangely more nervous than I thought I would be. They have Vlad. I forgot about Vlad. They also have Kerry Carpenter, Colt Keith, Parker Meadows. They did sign JT Realmuto. That is very interesting. As we take on the Tigers, opening day 2026. They still have Javi Baez. He's still on the Major League Club. Good for him. I don't know who that is, but I'm jealous of his hair, obviously, as I should be. Opening day, fam. What are some storylines? What are some things that we think could happen this year in 2026? Really like the presentation they've done this year. I feel like the 3D animation over the field is very, very new. Lou Bob, let's see if we can make it more than one AB. Come on, Lou Bob. Way to take a first pitch. I mean, that was a dot anyway. Let's get on base here. Let's start things off way better than last year. Good take. Fantastic take.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Let's work the count a little bit. I would love to see 15 pitches out of Skubal. And maybe we should have hit that one. Maybe we should have hit that one, but that's okay. It's first AB. As we go down swinging, he gets us with the high gas. Lou Bob, welcome back to the show after your last year off the field. As we chase that sinker down below the zone. Come on, Derek. Get you something good to hit. Hit it hard at least. Good take. I mean, this is a tough matchup. Skubal. He didn't win the Cy Young last year, but he has a Cy Young under his belt. We're very late on that fastball. We got to get our timing down. I know it's early. As we go down swinging again, Derek Hill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Conforto, come on. What's happening? Frames. Frames are dropping. Frames are dropping. What's happening? Come on, Skubal. Come on, Conforto. I might have to take this down to all-star level, for being real. Good take. Hold on a second. I'm going to pause it, and we're just going to make sure everything is going well. Stream status poor. Don't like that. Give me 2 seconds. Restore chat. Pop it out. If I refresh, will it end the stream? Sorry, fam. Give me 2 seconds. Open widget. Error. Stream status poor. I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Give me 2. I'm sorry, fam. Can we see what am I still live? I think so. Let me refresh this, and I don't know if that works or not. That did that work? Sorry, fam. I just want to make sure that we are good. I think we're okay now. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pull the stream up on via my phone, and we'll see if I'm watching an okay version of it. Sorry for the... Sorry, fam. I just want to make sure that we're good. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Sorry, fam. Sorry, fam. I'll if I do a good job editing, I will make sure to cut that. Perfect. All right. Come on, Conforto. Don't let him strike out the side. I am not used to this, by the way. Good take. Good take. Come on. Come on, Conforto. Good take. Full count. I'll take that. I'll take a walk. Come on, let's get Austin Hayes up. There we go. That's it. That might go. That's got a little bit of juice under it. Michael Conforto, his first AB as a White Sox, and it's warning track power. Clearly, you did not do your calisthenics a whole bunch this offseason, did you, Mike? You didn't. Maybe working some calisthenics there. Or some weights, I don't know. That was rough. That was a great, great attempt, though. Noah Schultz, let's see what you got. Show us your stuff. Going up against Parker Meadows. This is his first pitch of his major league career, and it's high and inside. High and tight. We're doing classic pitching, so I don't know. This is kind of a... we'll see what happens with this. He is looking very wild. There we go. That's a first strike. Maybe he just has a little bit of jitters. Just a little jitters. Two-seamer. And that is going to be a bloop hit for Parker Meadows. A blooper hit. All right, then. All right, what a start to Noah Schultz's major league career. Let's see if we can get a ground ball here. Turn 2. Come on, Noah. As Danny Jansen fails to block that, but it doesn't get far, so it's not a terrible... Doesn't get too far from him, which is perfect. Come on, Noah.
Inside ball 3.
3-0. Yo, I'm going to turn... sorry for the lack of music, but I'm going to take Spotify off because like my computer's going crazy. I don't want it to be super slow. All right. Get to slider across. I don't want to walk him. That's a nice pitch. Full count to Colt Keith. I don't want to float one right in there, but I don't want to walk him either. Come on, put this in a good spot, Noah. And we get him to swing outside, up out of the zone. Noah Schultz, first career strikeout. Love that. As we face Noah or we face Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We're definitely not facing Noah. Come on, Noah Schultz. Come on. So we get Vlad to swing up and in. Perfect.
No balls, 2 strikes.
See if we can drop a changeup below the zone. See if we can get him to swing over top of that. Then we hang it a little bit. That's not going to be good for business. Come on, pick a good spot, Noah. That's a great spot, 0-2. Would love a double play here. That's a great spot for it, too. See if we can tunnel that change up with the fastball. And we do, but he hits it right past our third baseman. They're going to test his arm. 87 speed. He's going to be very, very quick to get to third. Okay. Rough first inning so far from Noah Schultz was we faced Kerry Carpenter, who mashes righties.
0-1's the count.
Does not hit lefties too well. Love to keep it that way.
Inside.
Would absolutely love to keep it that way. As my computer just decides to keep going way nuts right now. Come on, Noah. Good pitch. 1-2. Let's see if we can get a strikeout here. That'd be huge. Huge strikeout. That's a great spot.
Ball 2.
That's another good strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Noah Schultz. That's not where we wanted it, but it was enough to fool him. It was enough to fool Kerry Carpenter. We're still up to 21 pitches thus far, though. He's been a little bit wild. I mean, I would be too. Come on, Noah. As he gives up a 3-run shot to David Fry. And they're ahead 3-0. Welcome to the show, Noah Schultz. 448 feet. Just wow. You hate to see it on opening day, but I mean, White Sox fans have been used to it so far. Hoping to change some things around. Wow. That did not have a lot of juice on it. 91 miles an hour. Yikes. Yeah, that was way over the heart of the plate.
That's a ball.
As Noah's confidence just goes way downhill.
2 balls,
And now he
no
is
strikes.
all over the place against JT Realmuto.
Nope.
And the ump is squeezing him. How dare you squeeze him on that play as JT hits a soft low grounder. That's going to be the end of the inning, but the damage has been done. David French Fry just smashes a 3-run shot.
Leading off for the White Sox, left fielder
Austin Hayes going to lead things off for the White Sox now for the top of the second. As he takes a dot. That is the difference between Skubal and Noah Schultz right now. I mean, let's be real. There's a lot of differences between Skubal and Noah Schultz right now, but my goodness. Skubal to win a Cy Young. That's a great take from Austin Hayes, by the way.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Great take. And that's a strikeout. Another strikeout for Skubal. That's his 3rd of the game so far.
batting 5th, third baseman J.D. Davis.
Come on, JD. JD Davis gets into one. That's going to be a double. His first at bat with the White Sox. That's a great swing. Fantastic swing right there. Well done. Let's get a little rally going, shall we? Shall we, White Sox?
Andrew Vaughn.
Come on, Vaughn. Let's see what you got. It's a fantastic swing. Good take.
Count
We are
1
not
ball.
in trouble of a double play. Good take. All right, maybe we got Tarek a little bit rattled. That is a great sinker.
2-1.
Good timing. Vaughn just swung through it. Laid on the changeup. We saw it well. Just waited a little too long. Got a little too deep. Up the middle, but right at Scooble.
Got him.
As he might have saved a run right there.
Batting
Come on, Willie.
shortstop, Willie Castro.
2 down.
That's a ball.
Love a little base knock, get one of those runs back.
1-0.
That's a nice little rip. Right at the third baseman, though. Is he going to gather it in time? He does.
He's out.
Couple loud swings, loud contact, a couple loud outs. All right, Noah, come on, show us your stuff. Good pitch.
0-1.
Good pitch. That was an absolute dot right there to Riley Green. Perfect. Up and in fastball, maybe? Maybe we can get him to chase, actually. That would be nice. See if we can get him to swing over top of this changeup. He doesn't. Not exactly where we wanted it. That's a good pitch. He just fouls it off. Riley Green has been one of the highest rising prospects in baseball, or not prospects, but players in baseball, as he laces a double to the left fielder. And that is a fantastic start to Detroit's inning. As Noah Schultz is in trouble once again. Once again, very much in trouble.
Ball that's outside.
Will he manage to get out of it this time? They love that high fastball. They really, really love that. Down and in fastball. We get him to swing and miss. He does have some swing and miss stuff. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game so far.
Designated hitter.
Very good. Javi Baez hitting 9th. Don't know why we would throw anything in the zone right now. Put that on the manager.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Would love a strikeout or some weak contact. Anything to keep the runner at second. Maybe we get Javi to swing out of his shoes at a high fastball. Doesn't happen there. There we go. He's way out in front of that slider.
2 the count.
See if we can bury a change up and give him to swing over top of that. That's not burying anything. Is there going to be play at the plate? No, there's not. They hold up at third. Hit it in the right spot. Hit it very much in the right spot. As my computer is just going to hell. Come on, Parker. As we're 0-2 to Parker Meadows. I have no idea why my computer is going crazy right now, but Noah Schultz gets another strikeout. He's thrown some very, very good pitches. This is very, very promising. He's got himself in trouble several times. Let's see if he can escape it this time. It's a good thing he's a lefty. This Detroit lineup is lefty heavy.
Ball 1.
Come on, Noah. No, that is a hanger, but we're going to be able to get out of this with 0 runs scored. We give up the leadoff double. They cannot score from it, which is perfect. Love that. Well done, Noah. Danny Jansen, his first AB as a White Sox. Hold on, I'm going to pause it real quick. I'm going to see if I can figure some of this computer stuff out. Because my goodness, it is annoying seeing my CPU usage go from 12% to about 50. I think it's OBS. Well, we're going to leave it for this, the rest of this stream, but afterwards, I'm going to figure it out. Come on, Danny Jansen taking a dot on the inner part of the plate. My goodness. Come on, Danny. Good take. Come on, Danny. Danny Jansen. Almost. That was a great pitch to hit. Great pitch to hit for Danny. Way to hang. That was a nice fastball. Nice hack at the fastball, though. Just a little bit. Just a tick behind. Good take. Working a full count. We want these types of at-bats. These are the type of at-bats we want from Danny Jansen. Or anyone. And he draws a walk. Fantastic at-bat from Danny Jansen. We will always take leadoff walks. Tyro Estrada making his first plate appearance. It's amazing how many players are making their first plate appearance, first at-bats with a new team today. Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Grounder up the middle. The shortstop is going to... What a play to get the double play. Who is that? I can't think of who their shortstop is right now, but my goodness. I think that was Trey Sweeney. What a play. To rob a base hit from Tyro Estrada, and now they are 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Come on, Lou Bob. What a take. Jeez. Come on, Luis Robert. Come on, man. Good pitch. Wow.
1-1.
Way to hang. And by way to hang, I mean that was a good pitch to swing at, I guess. That was a good pitch to swing at too, but that's a perfect right at the shortstop, making all the plays. He might have a magnet in his glove. What a ridiculous inning from him. Jeez. How do we stop that? How can we stop that? Can we just like take him out of the game somehow? All right, come on, Noah. That was a great way to get out of last inning. So we get Vlad to chase a little bit. Perfect. Yikes. Encoding overload. Sorry, fan. Let's see here. I'm going to try to turn down some settings. Video. Stream output. Video bit rate. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something to try to just get the usage down a little bit. I think that might do it. Sorry for the wait, fam. Maybe that did it. That looked like it might have done it. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure to get my computer like all figured out. I updated OBS just this morning, and I think that kind of might have made it go a little haywire. But now music is playing. We got the music back, and the CPU usage looks okay. I just don't want to continue streaming when I'm kind of like worried about it, you know? You know what I'm saying? Looks like it's kind of stabilizing. I hope the quality is the same. Okay. Let's keep it up. Let's just keep moving. I'll figure it out later. I've done what I can do. Everything will be okay. Come on, Noah. Up to 50 pitches already, though. Up to 50 pitches. That is not so cash money, man. Not so much cash money. As Vlad had a nice little base hit last time. Maybe it wasn't that hard hit, but you know, he found the grass. Let's see if Noah Schultz can get him to strike out this time. Maybe. Come on, Noah. Strike right here. Yes, he did.
Did he go?
No, you are lying, Mr. Goatee. You are lying. You're clearly paid off or clearly drunk. One of those, or both. All right, we're definitely... That was definitely not where you want to put it. Okay, Noah, that's not where you want to put the fastball. I know this is your first start, and it might be a little difficult. That's not where you want to put it. Even to a guy like Harry Carpenter, even to a guy like him, that's not where you want to put it. Next time, you'll learn. You'll learn. Not a great start for Noah Schultz right now. Not a great start. As my computer still is going crazy. I'm sorry, fam. I know this is not ideal. I just don't know what to do, honestly. Never had this problem before. I really wish I would not have updated OBS. You know, I think if this is a blowout, we're going to finish. We're going to finish Noah Schultz's start. We'll go hit one more time or so. And then we might just simulate the rest of this game. Because my computer's going crazy and I want to figure it out. But Noah Schultz gets another ground ball. That's a wish we would have started the inning off that way. That would have been nice. All right, Noah, I see you getting a nice first strike on the inside part. Perfect. That's a good spot. That's a good idea. We're going to get Noah Schultz out of this inning for sure. But I don't know if we're going to see much of him the rest of the game. This might be it for him. As Real Muto finds a hole on the left side of the infield. And I actually think I know what I did. I think I did something wrong. So that's kind of on me. All right, come on. As far as the computer goes, I know I'm kind of like talking nonsense right now. Come on, Noah. That's a good spot. Come on, let's give him a swing and miss. Let's get another strikeout. And we can put this start behind us and start moving forward. Nice pitch, Noah. Well done. Nice pitch. 5th strikeout of the game. Maybe we go back to pinpoint, but I put it on legend or something. Maybe that's something we can do because I feel like this classic is decent, but it is missing bad. Like really bad. So I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. And can we escape the 3rd inning with another strikeout or just escape it in general?
That's ball 2.
As Trey Sweeney has made some ridiculous plays. He has made some ridiculous plays out there at shortstop. He's a good defender. Not a great arm, but we've seen it. We've seen him go crazy today. That's a great pitch. Outside of a couple long balls, man, Noah Schultz has been kind of good. I mean, and the base hits, obviously. And the base hits. He's been pretty good. Derek Hill. Derek Hill leading things off. I'm actually going to stop recording. Come on, Derek. Derek Hill goes the other way. Is that got enough juice to get over his head? It doesn't. It does not have enough juice to get over his head, unfortunately. That brings up Michael Conforto, who put a charge into his first swing or into the first ball he hit, but it just did not go as far as we would have liked. Ooh, that was another good one to hit. That was another good one to try to hit. Come on, Michael.
1 ball.
Good take. Okay. So I think I figured things out as far as computer stuff goes. I know this is very, very uninteresting, but I stopped recording. We'll just finish this stream and then I will figure the rest of it out. So just let me know if the recording or if the
Ball. That's inside.
stream's quality is still low. Just let me know. Come on, Conforto. That's a fantastic take. We needed an at-bat like this after his... No, Blue. No, that's horrible. Come on, we're losing here. We're losing here. You're squeezing our boy Noah Schultz on his debut. And now you're giving us that call. I know that was kind of a strike. It barely was, but you know, we needed that call. We needed that call. Come on.
Yeah. 0-1.
We needed that call, Blue. Why couldn't you do us a solid? You could have done us a solid. Come on, Austin. So we lunge at that dot of a circle change. My goodness. Tarek's not missing a beat, man. He is not missing a beat. No, we're going to let this kid figure it out. We're going to let Noah Schultz kind of figure it out. We're going to keep going until he gives up a base runner, and then we're done. Then we're done. Yes, he did. Come on. Yes, he did. That's not where you want to put it. That is not where you want to put it. Come on, Noah. That was a good spot. I'm not going to lie. That was a fantastic spot.
Account is full.
All right, this is your last chance, man. Could be your final pitch of the outing. As we get Javi Baez and swing over top of it, that's good. Good changeup, Noah.
He's out.
Well done.
Now batting
7 strikeouts for the kid.
Meadows.
That's not terrible, but the damage done from 2 long balls after a couple hits,
0-1, no strikes.
couple good base hits that were given up as he gets Parker to lunge at that.
1 strike.
That was a great spot. Great spot, Noah.
2 strikes.
See if we can get a clean inning here.
3.
Another strikeout for Noah Schultz. That's 8 on the day. 8 strikeouts through 3 2/3. Not making the defense work for it at all. They might be getting a little bit bored out there. So far, so good. This is a clean inning so far. Should not have spoken at all. Should not have spoken. But hey, it is a clean inning. Derek Hill out there. Nice play. Clean inning for maybe the end of Noah Schultz's debut. Maybe.
Leading off
Potentially.
for the White Sox, third baseman, JD.
Come on, JD.
Ball 1.
Let's get a run back. Let's make it a game, shall we?
Counts 1-0.
Come on now.
Hey.
Couldn't hold up on that circle
1
change.
ball, 1 strike.
Tarek's only 52 pitches through 4. That's a nice rip from JD right there. So we got a leadoff runner on. We can just stay out of double plays right now and just don't hit it to the shortstop at all. Because that dude has our number. Come on, Andrew. Wanted that really bad. Really bad. Come on, Andrew. Good rip, good hack. Maybe tick behind. Tick early. Good take. Good take. Come on, Andrew. Show us your stuff. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He held up. He held up. That's right. Yes, sir, Mr. Goatee. I think that might have been a makeup call. Might have been a makeup call, but we're okay with that. We're not square all the way yet, but
3.
wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have mattered. Andrew Vaughn strikes out swinging over the circle change in a fantastic spot from Tarek. That 6 Ks on the day for Scooble. Looking like a Cy Young winner again. Oh, Willie. Willie Castro gives that a ride. I don't think that's got enough, though. It doesn't. Very good swing. Very good timing. Just not enough pop right there from Willie. All right, Danny. Danny drew a walk his first AB. We love more of the same. Actually, I'd want him to just hammer the ball. It's a fantastic spot.
0-1's the count.
Come on, Danny. Danny Jansen goes the opposite way, but it's just gonna go foul. Gonna go just foul. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good take. Good take. 1-2. Would love a 2-out double. It's going to be a 2-out ground ball up the middle to Trey Sweeney. And that's an easy inning. A leadoff single, can't do anything with that for Detroit. Pitcher getting tired. As we will call it quits for Noah Schultz. The final line on him, 4 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 5 runs, 2 homers. I don't remember how many base hits. I don't remember how many walks. But not a fantastic showing. Got some good strikeouts, some good swing and miss. As Bryce Wilson is going to give up a fly ball out to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Lubov tracks that down. Way to go get it. Very good job to go get it.
1-0.
As maybe we should have put a lefty in to face Kerry Carpenter, but it's 5-0. It's the 5th inning. We're going to get Bryce Wilson some time. He's long relief for a reason.
That's ball 2.
For reasons like this. I'm not upset about the debut, though. You know, young kid, opening day, a little bit nervous. I'd be a little bit nervous too. I think all of us would be. We're being honest. But let's see if we can get a double play here. Is Kerry Carpenter stealing right there? That's a bold strategy. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. There we go. We got to roll 2 there. Fantastic clean inning from Bryce Wilson. Take notes, Noah. Take notes. Go chat him up. Go chat him up after the game. See what you can learn from him. See what you can learn from him. That's a professional inning right there. We could use some professional ABs here too.
Ball 1.
Tyro Estrada. I mean, it's good to have a guy like Tyro Estrada as your number 9 hitter. The only problem is Michael Conforto is our number 3 hitter. That's the only problem. And or he's our number 4 hitter. JD Davis is our number 3 hitter, or something like that. And we're going up against Tarek Scoop. Come on, Tyro. Good take.
Ball 2.
I would just love to see us get to the bullpen during this game. Come on, Tyro. Good take. That's a professional AB. That is a very good AB. Second walk that Scooble is allowed. He's allowed 2 base hits, 2 walks.
Robert Jr.
Come on, Lubob. Ooh, he wanted that one. Lubob wanted that one. He wanted that one too. Come on now. Just no double plays. No double plays. Good take. Wow. I would have said let her rip. But that's a fantastic take. Come on, Lubob. As we swing over top of that sinker. 7 Ks for Scooble.
Now batting.
Wow. What a day. Way out in front of that sinker. Looked like a fastball. Come on, Derek. Good timing on the changeup. Just swung through it. As we're going to ground into another inning-ending double play unless he beats it out. No, he beats it out. Perfect.
Now batting.
That's what we need Derek Hill for.
Michael Conforto.
Fantastic speed. Come on, Conforto. Man, that's a good pitch. That's a good pitch to maybe hit for Conforto against Scooble right there. Good take. We have Tarek up to 77 pitches through 6. As that one's going to be up the middle, but that's not going to be got by Trey Sweeney, thankfully. The magnets might have worn off. We're going to hold up at second, though, because we do not want to make that third out at third. Austin Hayes, come on. Find a gap here. Find some grass. He's not going to find grass, but does he find some seats? Austin Hayes did not find seats. He found a glove. My voice crack was for nothing. Man, that was so close. But my voice crack was for nothing, and we've had a couple good swings. Man, that was That was brutal. That's a brutal. Oh my god. I thought that was gone. I actually have to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. That's crazy. Thanks for chilling with me today, fam, especially during those computer issues. I'll hopefully have that sorted. I think I just need to clear some disk space. Hope everything seems to have been good now though, so maybe I just don't need the bitrate to be outrageously high. Was it like 9,000? I'm not a tech guy. I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I need to find an expert. And let me tell you, anyone walking the street would be an expert compared to me. Let's see if we can get a clean inning from Bryce Wilson, though. Like, we almost did some damage. We almost did some damage last inning. Bryce Wilson only at 9 pitches through over an inning. 10 pitches right now. Let's see if we can get JT to swing and miss at this slurve. No, we don't. But can we freeze him? Can we freeze him with this cutter? No, we can't. Decent enough spot. Decent enough idea. Come on, Bryce. We get him to swing over top of that circle change. Perfect. Nice work. Maybe classic is okay for this. Just let me know what you all think is more cinematic. Like, would pinpoint bother you too much? Would it be too OP for a franchise? Maybe we try this for the rest of. Maybe we try classic for next stream, and maybe the time after that we try pinpoint on legend pitching difficulty or something like that. That could make sense. That's a great pitch from Bryce Wilson. Or maybe Noah Schultz just has a lack of control. Maybe that's what really set him apart. Because it was noticeable. Come on, Bryce. Don't hang this to Riley. You hung it. You hung it. Lubob got a bad reaction. That's going to be a double at least. That's going to be a double at least. Get in and quick. Don't just stare at the ball. He's going to go 3. Can we hose him? No, we can't because it went past the first cutoff. And Comerica is just so big. 412 out there in center, though. Didn't it used to be 420, aka just Blaze? Trip. That was not a terrible call, sir or ma'am. Sir in the audience, in the crowd, I mean. That was not a bad call. That was a strike, sir. Go read a book or something. Bryce, nice pitch. That was exactly where we wanted it to. Can we freeze him? No, we can't. That was way too much of the plate right there. It's an out, but we sacrifice a run for it. What a difference it would have made if it was a double. Maybe Lou Bob doesn't stare at the ball too long. Maybe we hit the cutoff a little sooner. Lou Bob doesn't get a bad reaction. I don't think he was catching that no matter what. But still, that's a... Small things like that make a difference. As this is a guy we don't really want to walk because we think he will swing at everything. Yeah, we are throwing it out of the zone where Javi likes to swing, so... Oof. Bad location. And we walk Javi Baez to get to Parker Meadows. He's stealing. Can we hose him? Danny Jansen's got an arm. He's got no shot. We're down 6. Let's not get shut out. They already take out Scooble. Raisel Iglesias on the bump for them now. Did not see that coming. Scooble was cruising. Only 3 hits through 6 innings. 80 pitches or so. JD Davis just swings right through that fastball. Good take. Good take. Come on, JD. Batting 1,000. Fastball fools him a little bit. Good spot. Was not ready for it up there. Just hangs. Was a little bit in front of that changeup. That was a fantastic spot from Raisel. As JD lines it, but just foul. Way early on that fastball. Just ready for that inside heat. Good take. Full count to JD. These are the kind of bats we need. Good AB from JD. Professional at bat from JD Davis right there. Have yourself a day. 2 for 2 and a walk. We'll take it. We need you to turn on that, Andrew. We need you to turn on that. No double plays here, okay? We'll take swing and miss all day. All day over a ground ball. As we get a pop-up from Andrew Vaughn. At least it wasn't a double play. At the very least, it wasn't a double play. We've had a couple innings start off with the leadoff base runner, but we haven't been able to do anything with it. Let's see if we can change that here. Willie Castro, we need you to be all over that one. We get your amped up, man. We need you to be all over that one too. My goodness. We need to work out these opening day jitters. It's the 7th inning. I feel like that might be what it is. We swung through that fastball. Come on, Willie. That's going to be a ground. Is that going to be a double play? No, it's not. It's not going to be a double play. Productive out. Single scores a run, hopefully. JD Davis was injured. JD Davis was injured. It better not be anything serious. Oh boy, no, please don't. Why me? Why us? Why me? We always have someone injured opening day. Josh Rojas is going to pinch run. I'm on the edge of my seat. Why us? Why is it always us? Come on, Danny. A little bit behind that fastball. They're leaving it out over the middle of the plate. We just can't take advantage of these meatballs yet. They just swing through that fastball too.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good timing. Just swung right through. Come on, Danny. Swings over top of that slider. What a horrible start to the season so far. New team, same results. Come on, Bryce. We're probably going to let you finish this one, homie. 6 more outs. Can you do that for us? Can you give us 6 more outs? I mean, who knows? We could go on a tear. We did make Raisel work, which is good. We just haven't been able to capitalize with runners on or runners in scoring position. got some good ABs. That's going to be a pop fly out, hopefully. That's not going to drop, is it? Perfect. We wouldn't want 87 speed on. Come on, Bryce. 5 more outs. I say 5 more outs because I'm assuming we're not going to be able to overcome this 6-0 deficit. But if we do, we'll have someone else out there for the 9th. For sure. That's a guarantee.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And we had... I'm still looking forward to Noah Schultz over the full season. I still am. He was wild. He was kind of effectively wild for a little bit. A little bit effectively wild. As that is not where we want that pitch. Not at all. Bryce is getting tired already. He's a long reliever. 39 pitches should be okay. What are we doing? He's still in the green. Why are you telling me he's tired? He still wants the ball. See? What a fantastic, well, not a fantastic pitch. That was right down the middle. But Bryce is a competitor. That was a solid out. All right, maybe this will be Bryce's last inning, but I mean, this has been a solid appearance for him so far, assuming we get out of this without a run. Would love that, but it's always possible that Vlad just goes ham on a ball, sends it into the seats. Kerry Carpenter is up after him. He already has a blast under his belt today. Vlad is way ahead of that sinker. Let's see if we can get him to swing over top of something. That's a good try, good attempt. If we could get that a little bit lower, just a little bit lower, that'd be fantastic. That's a great pitch from Bryce. Fantastic appearance. 3 innings pitch. He did allow 1 run. Not terrible. They are still leaving Rysel out there. As Thairo Estrada lays into one. Is that going to get over his head, or is there too much room over there? Thairo Estrada takes Rysel deep in dead center field in Comerica. What a swing. Tyro's first home run as a White Sox. Put that in the books. Well done. This is not a shutout anymore. Good show, chap. Well done. That sounded great. And now they're going to the pen again. Great. Who they got? Alex Lang. All right, Lou Bob. Let's see what you could do. Oh my goodness. That was a hanger. Lou Bob was just a little bit behind. Or else that could have been back to back. I'm still kind of blown away from actually Derek Hill is horrible against righties. Do we put Jacob Melton in? I think we do. We need a little bit of juice. Let's get an AB for our Rule 5 draft pick. Just for the experience. Want him to get a little bit of experience. Come on, Jacob. He's a little bit amped up. He's ready for it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
He's ready. Very early. Waited on that changeup. He's a little bit in between. Let's see if that can get in the seats. It can't. That's all right. Come on, Conforto. So far, 1 for 3. Not a terrible debut.
Counts 1-0.
We have lost. We have 5 men left on base. The Tigers also have 5 men left on base. The only difference is they have 5 more runs than us, which are 5 guys that weren't left on base. Am I speaking any sense whatsoever? I don't think so. Can that get through? No, it can't. Decent swing. It was a ball outside of the zone, but hit it hard. Thairo Estrada, though, gets the White Sox on the board with a dramatic home run, a titanic home run, 423 dead center, almost dead center, close to being dead center. 423. Kind of electric, to be honest. I think we are going to go to the pen. Let's go Cam Boozer. I just don't want Kerry Carpenter to get another great knock. And I know he hit one against a lefty, but I think Cam has got a little bit better control, got a little bit more experience than Noah Schultz at this point, as he gets Kerry Carpenter on 3 pitches. That was beautiful. But David Fry gets another one. He gets another one. Call him DJ Khaled. Fantastic lineup construction. David Fry fries that one. That's his second homer of opening day. Crowd in Detroit goes wild. That's unfortunate for us. Come on, Cam. Is that going to bloop? Is that going to fall? It is not. Lou Bob is there. Lou Bob's there to collect it. Come on, Cam. Let's go. One more. One more out. Let's go to the top of the ninth, and let's make a little bit more noise. Let's make a little bit more noise. Nice pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nice. Come on. That's a good spot. Riley Green's just that good. Although we would have liked that out of the zone. I'm still okay with that spot. Actually, no, I'm not. I lied. I thought that was more on the corner. It was not.
Ball 1.
Hey, man. Hey, Blue. We could use that call. That would have been nice if you could have called that a strike. And that's going to be a bloop single. Runners on first and second. I'm going to keep Cam Boozer in there. It's pretty much mop-up duty now. Javi Baez swings way out of the zone, as he should, as we wanted him to. That's going to end the 8th, but not before David Fry connects for his second homer of the game. Hate that for us. Love that for him. I'd love that for him more on any other day. As Austin Hayes was a foot away from putting 3 runs up on the board, and that would have made this game completely different. And now he's down 0-2.
2 is the count.
Got way tied up on that sinker from Alex Lang. And Alex Lang, just 0-2 count. What an odd time for you to throw my guy. I don't think it was intentional. That would make no sense. Come on. Way to hang. Saw that knuckle curve very well. Just didn't get the bat to the ball. Good take. 2-2. Let's see if we can keep working some professional ABs. We've taken some good walks this game. We've also swung at some hittable pitches this game. Very unfortunate. Austin Hayes has done a bit of both, I think. Come on, Rojas. We're going to find out what happened to J.D. Davis.
Ball, that pitch is out.
We will find out. I hope it's nothing crazy. Hope it's nothing crazy. Please. Please let it be nothing crazy. Because he was batting 1,000. 2 of our 4 hits today have come from J.D. Davis. Josh Rojas, buddy. We need you to put it in play. Let's make it a game. Love foul balls. Josh Rojas. We hopefully continue to see him on the bench. Hopefully JD Davis is nothing serious. He can come back. Hopefully.
2 strikes.
Rojas did not have a fantastic year last year. That's one we need to hit. A little bit behind. Come on, Josh. As he swings and misses on an inside or a knuckle curve. Rough AB. Rough day for the Sox as they send up Andrew Vaughn for the final, what could be the final out of the game, as Alex Lang just dots an outside sinker. That's a disgusting pitch. Disgusting pitch. They've had plenty of those this game. But at the same time, they've thrown plenty of meatballs that we could have taken advantage of, and we didn't. And then we're swinging at knuckle curves like that.
2 strikes.
That's not something good teams do. Good take. All right. Can we work a full count? Maybe even a walk? Maybe at least make some loud contact. That is contact, but it's not loud. And that is going to end it. Detroit Tigers win. Skubal gets the dub. Fantastic start out of him. Noah Schultz had a decent enough debut with strikeouts. Let's go to the box score. Lou Bob 0 for 4. Derek Hill 0 for 4. Jacob Melton pinch hit 0 for 1. Conforto was 1 for 4. JD Davis 2 for 2 with a walk. Professional at bats from him. Austin Hayes against a lefty who he hits well. 0 for 4. 3 Ks. Not a great look. Tyro Estrada goes deep and has a walk. Good day from him. Good day from Bryce Wilson as well. I know he gave up a run. He did have a walk, but not bad. His whip is going to be a solid 1. Noah Schultz's whip is going to be 2. His ERA is 11.25. That is not what you'll want to see. Cam Boozer, his whip is going to be 3, ERA of 9. That is rough. A rough debut from Noah Schultz, but we did see some positives from him. He got a lot of swing and miss. He just needs to harness the location just a little bit, as we're going to go find out how bad the injury to JD Davis is. A torn calf. 1 to 2 months. We're going to put him on the 10-day. We'll put him on the 10-day. And man, that's brutal. That's brutal. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. I think that's going to do it for us today, though. We saw the offseason. This team is just completely different. Completely different. We're going to figure out what to do. We're probably going to just start Josh Rojas at third base, move him down in the order. At least we got a little bit more righty lefty stuff going on. But that was I'm looking forward to this season. I really am. I know this lineup is not really much to look at. It's like a ragtag group. But let me know what you think about using the classic pitching. I think what we might do, I mean, that was kind of a bit rough as far as like maybe we try hitting difficulty all-star, pitching difficulty all-star with the classic and timing interfaces. Maybe we do that and just let me know what you think. Had a great time. Thanks for chilling. Yankee fan, if you're here, it's good to catch up with you. Hope everything goes well. Hope you enjoy the new season of Survivor. Hope your Yankees pop off for you a little bit. And I will see you next time. We'll go a couple months, probably next episode. We'll do some key moments. We're probably not going to play any full games unless it makes sense, unless we make some crazy debuts. But anyway, appreciate y'all hanging out. See you in the next one.